Vandanam, Suswagatam, Satriyakal and Namaskar. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my absolute pleasure and honor to welcome each and every one of you to the grand finale of Super Speaker Season 2. On behalf of our Success Gyan family, we'd like to say hello and welcome you to what promises to be a spectacular and one-of-a-kind evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand finale is being streamed exclusively on the Success Gyan YouTube channel and other online platforms. Let me take a moment to thank every single one of you who is watching this wonderful evening's program, sitting where you are across the country and across the globe. Time is invaluable, and thank you for giving us some of your valuable time to be here, to be a part of the Success Gyan family. If you are excited about the grand finale, then show me some emotion, guys. Please look at the comment section because I'm sure some of you have already started saying hello. And those of you who are super excited, you have friends, you have family who are going to be here on this very stage tonight, then share your emotions with us. We've also got a whole lot of you, our audiences, who are joining us from different parts of the globe. So please tell us where you're watching this from and say a typical hello in your own language from your own region. Having said that, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Bhavna Balakrishnan. It is a pleasure and an honor to be your host this evening on this wonderful show. I speak for a living, but today, I, just like you, am super thrilled and super excited to find out the title winner of Super Speaker Season 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Success Gyan is India's leading platform for personal and professional development, and in the last 10 years, we have impacted millions of lives with our online and our offline events. If you are new to this community, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. What are you saying? You haven't done so already? If you haven't, do it right now because that will give you access to all our events and all our initiatives one after another. And make sure that you also follow us on our Instagram page and other social media platforms. You will not be disappointed. You can continue your journey of holistic transformation. And most importantly, if you do subscribe to us and follow us on all the social media platforms that we are in, you will also be notified of all the upcoming events as well. So do it right now. I can see that some of you already have. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you at this point in time that if you are someone who is inspired to be on this stage, you see yourself here, and you're already manifesting that you will be here, then we've got some great news coming your way. What is that? While we are conducting the grand finale of Super Speaker Season 2, today, the registrations for Super Speaker Season 3 are going to be open, and you can register for it right away. Isn't that amazing, ladies and gentlemen? With that, I'd like to once again welcome each and every one of you to the grand finale of Super Speaker Season 2, an evening of absolute talent, magnificence, and excellence. Super Speaker Season 2 is India's first ever reality show to find the best speaker in the country, and I certainly cannot wait. It has been an amazing journey so far, so let me take you through it very quickly. Season 2 started off on May 1st, 2022, and we had, wait for it, over 2 lakh registrations. Isn't that absolutely brilliant? Fascinating, isn't it? To give you the exact number, it was 2,11,520 registrations. On Independence Day, August 15th, 1,000 people from over 2 lakh registrations moved to round 2. And on 5th September, we had a super 1,000 along with the Success Gyan community that created the Book of World Records. 1,000 people went through multiple challenges, out of which 250 people moved on to the next round on 15th October. With these 250 people, we also ran a 7-hour-long online marathon of 250 inspiring stories to inspire our country, our India. From the 250, after various challenges and hurdles, just 10 people have gone ahead to the final round on the 30th of November. Shouldn't we absolutely applaud them at this point in time? Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine, from over 2 lakh registrations, we have our Super 10 who will be on stage with us in just some time. And this evening, you will get to witness the title winner of Super Speaker Season 2 being crowned on this very stage. Exciting times ahead, and I cannot wait to get started. Let me also tell you something that is very exciting and very special to each person who's put in so much of hard work, dedication, and passion to reach here. All top 10 finalists will get a scholarship of rupees 3.5 lakhs. And not just that, the runners-up gets a cash prize of 5 lakhs, and the winner gets a cash prize of 10 lakhs. And most importantly, the ultimate glory, the ultimate title, and the trophy, of course. Now, if you are interested in taking part in Season 3, which is going to start very shortly, in a bigger, better, and a bombastic manner, all you need to do is register yourself. The registrations are opening today, and you got to get started with this journey of yours right away. And you know what? This season is going to have, wait for it, 1.4 crores of scholarship and cash prize. Isn't that mind-boggling, ladies and gentlemen? So what are you waiting for? If you want this amazing journey, this transformative journey to be yours, then wait no more. Get on with it right away and register yourself for our next season, which is Super Speaker Season 3. And to pre-register for Season 3 right away, you need to click and register from the link below in the comments. Look for it, and you will certainly find it. Ladies and gentlemen, to get the proceedings started this evening, we'll have to welcome our esteemed jury panel. There are 3 of them today, each of them who are absolutely accomplished in their own right. As they always say, ladies first. Let me introduce to you our first jury member. She has authored the book, Unlocking the Golden Cage. She has impacted lives of more than 100,000 women and is on a mission to help women create an identity, become financially free, and earn the respect that they've always deserved. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to welcome on stage our first jury member this evening, Ms. Pooja Puneeth, India's leading life coach. Hi Pooja, welcome to Super Speaker Season 2. How are you feeling? How excited are you?
Oh my God, super excited. Always nervous because I'm so nervous for them.
Yeah.
But yet very excited because the kind of talent in the room this year is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, I can definitely vouch for that because you've had over 2 lakh registrations and you've had to pick just 10. That must have been an incredibly uphill task.
Oh man, don't ask. I think of all the things we do, I think clearly judging is the hardest by far.
I agree. I would certainly not want to sit in your seats today. And tell me, in one sentence, if you could describe this journey of Super Speaker, what would it be?
Nerve-wracking.
You gave me just a word. I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, there's just so much of talent, and yet to show up here, to have that courage to perform and do it according to as per plan, I just feel like, you know what, I think may the best person win, and that's all I pray. The divine has to now come down and speak through them.
Okay, you've just left everything to the Almighty above. Good way to do it.
That's
and
the way.
Good luck to you. I think you'll need it a little bit more than the contestants today. And we're very pleased to have you with us on our jury panel. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on to our next jury member. He is the author of the international bestseller and the Amazon bestseller book titled Lead or Bleed. Isn't that interesting? He has trained more than 2 lakh entrepreneurs and has helped them scale their businesses. He's also one of Asia's leading business coaches. Please allow me to welcome onto this very stage Mr. Rajiv Talreja, Asia's leading business coach. Welcome to Super Speaker Season 2's grand finale. How are we feeling today?
Absolutely excited. I mean, the quality of talent that is going to be on display today, it's super inspiring.
I've heard from very reliable sources that you could be nicknamed as the smiling assassin. Tell us a little bit more. See, Pooja's laughing.
Yeah.
She's laughing because she knows that I'm right.
You need someone to show tough love, right?
Okay.
I look forward to playing that role on that jury.
I can only think of my grandmother when he says tough love because she says so many wonderful things with so much love, but then they are tough to hear.
It's important to say those
Absolutely. No, I wouldn't be here if not for her. So obviously, this is very, very crucial to have that sort of tough love on this stage. But what are you looking to witness on this stage today?
things. For me, I think seeing the journey of this Super 10 throughout this process that we laid out for them, what's been most exciting is the evolution each one of them have gone through as people. And today what we're going to see on stage here is the end outcome of who they have become through the process. And that's what's most exciting.
Sounds like such an immersive experience.
It is.
And I can't wait to see what they have in store for you.
Same here.
Thank you so much for being here with us. Please
Thank
do join
you.
us. And to finally welcome our third jury member. Now, what do I say about this wonderful gentleman? In life, some are dreamers, some are thinkers, and some are doers. But a very few people are the set combination of all three. And when you are a dreamer that can think and will certainly do what they dream and think of, then you are a cut above the rest. And that is exactly who this gentleman is. He has co-authored Success Recipe along with world's leading management guru, Brian Tracy. He is a visionary, ladies and gentlemen, who is on a mission of revolutionizing the education system in India. The founder and CEO of Success, Gyan. Please allow me to welcome onto this stage Mr. Surendran Jaishekhar. Welcome to your own show. I just want to first of all applaud you and congratulate you on putting together this magnificent brand and product. It must have taken a whole lot of work. Take us through that in 2 sentences.
2 sentences.
Yes.
What took
There's
2
a
years
challenge
in
for
the
you
making?
straight away.
First, what an amazing time to be from 211,520 people. 1,000 people went to round 2, from 1,000 to 250, 250 to final 10.
Yeah.
That round was so tough for Rajiv, Pooja, Sid, all of us to take 10 people from 250 because the talent in this country, as Rajiv said, is so good. And today, as you are excited, I am excited. As Rajiv, Pooja here, we are really looking forward to see who's going to actually win the title. What an amazing journey from May 1st till Feb.
It must have been extremely hard to bring down that number, over 2 lakh applicants, to just 10 people who are going to be here on stage. What were the processes that you followed through this?
They had lots of challenges they went through, and the final round was so tough for us because from 250 we could shortlist 45, and for 45 to 10 was extremely difficult. It was 0.1, 0.15. So for me, I had somebody who I really wanted in 10, but they didn't make it, and the selection was done in such a way, Bhavna, that Rajiv did not know my score, I did not know Pooja's score, or the day we revealed to the 10, that is when Rajiv and Pooja knew who the 10 were. That's how we did the whole process. So this is a real reality show.
Fantastic. And I've been a part of multiple reality shows. This sounds extremely real to me. When you say transparent scoring, I can now see that you weren't transparent with your scoring to the other judges.
Yep, that's how we want to do it.
I have nicknamed Rajiv the Smiling Assassin. What nickname would you give Pooja?
Pooja is the goddess.
Oh, I like that. I like that. And Pooja and Rajiv, what would you nickname Suren? Gentle Giant. Okay. So GG and MM.
Okay, I love it.
I like that.
I'll take the mastermind, Rajiv.
Well, the Gentle Giant is just Pooja's way of returning the favor after you called her the goddess, right?
Yep.
Lovely. Lovely to have you here. Congratulations on such a fabulous venture and look forward to a lot more initiatives from you and all the best for the hard task that you've
Today's
signed
going to be
up for
tough,
today.
Bhavna. Rajiv, Pooja know that's going to be really tough to find the title winner. But we are excited.
Absolutely, as am I. Thank you so much for being here. Please do join us. So we've got our esteemed jury panel here. The goddess, the mastermind, aka the gentle giant, and the smiling assassin. You know what, guys? If you ever get to use these nicknames, then I'd like a percentage of your commission from the work that you do. Because let's just establish the fact that because we're on YouTube and other social media platforms, let's just establish that the nicknames came from here, all right? Having said that, all the best to all three of you. And you've been pioneers, you've been great leaders and inspirations in the kind of work that you've done over the decades. And I can tell that all three of you share a wonderful relationship. So good luck to you guys to pick the title winner today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the jury panel all set, and they are raring to go, as are contestants as well, because we've got the top 10, or should I call them the super 10, who've been through so many rounds. They have really done their hard work, put together so much passion and dedication to make a name and, most importantly, a place for themselves on this coveted stage. So the 10 people that I'm going to have to call right now have been through an arduous journey, a 10-month-long journey filled with extremely tough challenges, and they have risen above all of that. Before we present to you our 10 super finalists, here's a little AV about them. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, presenting to you for the very first time on this stage this evening, the Super 10 of the Super Speaker Season 2. Let's welcome on stage Miss Ambili Menon, Mr. Raman Singh, Miss Pooja S., Mr. Uday Iyer, Miss Riddhi Devra, Mr. Varun Raval, Miss Arjumand Abdullah, Mr. Nitin Nair, Captain Ritukumar Singh, and Sarthak Shankar Bhagat. I know a lot of you are watching this digitally, but if you are in the comfort of your home, or you're in a car, or you're just about to take a flight, or whatever you're doing, just pause for a second and give these superstars a big round of applause. Come on, the jury panel. And of course, I can do it. I just want to say that it has taken such grit, discipline, and commitment for you all to emerge Super 10 contestants from over 2 lakh people that had registered for this contest. So I just want to start off by saying you guys are winners already. Yeah, you guys have really deserved every bit of positivity and every bit of praise that has come your way. Let me just start off by speaking to you because, you know, it's always fun. When you're on a reality show, you're obviously prepped and you're ready to go for your round 1, but there is an MC that comes and asks you questions beforehand and it completely confuses you, right? Nobody likes an MC at that point in time, but it is our job. We'll have to do it. Yeah? So we'll start off with Ambili. Tell me, what is the one quality you think, Ambili, that has brought you to the finale?
So this is really interesting, and because all of us, I think, bring our own unique and energy, a unique vibe, and just look at us, look at how differently we are dressed. Like, I think that's incredible. But I would just like to say the one unique thing that I feel that I have is I bring the highest energy in the room. So, yeah, tooting my own horn, but I just think that vibe of just positive bubbliness, that's me.
You're not tooting your horn because we just saw that little display of energy, and we'll have to agree with you. Good luck. Anybody else would like to answer that question, that one quality that you believe has brought you here today?
I can go.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
go ahead, Raman.
Yes. So I think that one quality has to be authenticity, being true to myself. Because most of my life, I've just done stuff to impress other people. Even if there were competitions, I used to do it for the points, to win, and for the trophy. And when this competition started, one thing I promised myself is that, Raman, you're going to be true to yourself throughout the competition. You're going to let your authentic self come out and express who you really are. So I think that's the quality that has led me to this point. Yes.
Fabulous, fabulous. Energy, authenticity, what else have we got? Now, nextly, I'd like to ask Pooja, if you had to sum up the entire journey in a couple of lines, what would it be?
First, I would say it was transformational, and it was a lot of moments of self-reflection, because through the rounds, the questions which were being asked, it was so much for me to self-reflect, and when I was expressing that, I could feel that I can connect to the audience, and when people were coming back and saying that it was impacting them, that was the magic for me.
Lovely. Uday Iyer, I gotta say I'm already a fan. I mean, that beard, man, must have taken so much commitment.
Thank you.
I've been
Thank
trying
you,
to get
means a
my
lot.
hair to grow out for a couple of years, and I can tell you how long has it taken for you to develop this particular look?
25 years ago, I used to have very long hair. With age, this disappeared and it started growing here. So this journey has been around 7 years now.
Your youth may have disappeared, but you've got a lot of experience.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Uday, talk to us about how this journey has been for you and some of the high points that you've encountered.
Oh, fantastic. In the words of Julius Caesar himself, Super Speaker Season 2 by Success Gyan, you came, you saw me, and you conquered me, heart, mind, soul, and personality. And I'm so fortunate and grateful to be here. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Thank you.
Woo! Uday, I'm so sorry. Your youth hasn't left you at all. I
Thank you.
take back my words. I would chew on every single syllable of that. Your youth and your experience. You got it all, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Riddhi, talk to us about your favorite challenge that you've encountered so far in this journey. You guys have been put through multiple tests.
So yes, the challenge on the mentor, the best mentor was my favorite, definitely, because it took me back in time, and I was very grateful for meeting all my mentors in my head once again. And that was the only time my father actually called me. Like, I've been creating content for a lot of time now, but he actually called me and told me that I'm proud of you. So I think that would definitely be a moment for me to remember and hold on to. So definitely that one.
Lovely, lovely. What about you, Varun? Which challenge did you completely enjoy doing?
Well, I would say enjoyment came in much later, but I was pretty excited about the mentor challenge, same as Riddhi. For the longest time, when I was talking about this to Suren, I thought that I do not have a mentor. I don't know who to call my mentor. Reflected a lot more and realized that it was my father. I did not want to give that cliche answer. My father and I have had a very patchy relationship since my childhood. But then I've reflected more and I realized actually he taught me things without even speaking a word. And that's when I connected with him. He still hasn't seen my speech. So maybe after today, I'll probably show him the speech. But yeah, that's what the challenge was.
It was wonderful. And even when you started things off, I knew you were an honest man because you said enjoyment came in much later. I assume it came after you knew you were selected for the Super 10. Yeah? So enjoyment
Perhaps,
doesn't
yes.
happen when you're prepping and you're obviously performing or doing a particular challenge. So there I knew that you were an honest man.
Thank
I
you.
really do hope that your dad gets to see this honest, wonderful version of you today. I'm sure he'll be nothing but proud of you.
Thank
All
you
the
so
very
much.
best to
Thank
you,
you.
Arun.
Appreciate it.
Arjumant, let me ask you, There were over 2 lakh applicants and registrations, and you're amongst the top 10. Have you ever taken a moment to just sit back and savor that?
In fact, it just struck me earlier this morning. And, being here in the top 10, it's a feeling that is beyond description. It's a moment to cherish. It's right up there with the top-notch memories of mine. And it's something that I can always look back at and be proud of myself for.
Lovely, lovely. Good luck to you today.
Thank you.
What about you? How has life changed after this wonderful journey of Super Speaker Season 2?
Well, I was just, talking about this to my wife yesterday. And I was telling her, like, before Super Speaker, I really couldn't stand the whole kumbaya, oh, I love you, you love me, we are here to support each other. Because having spent your almost entire corporate life in the dog-eat-dog world where everyone's after you, is either you survive or you don't. But then suddenly when I got introduced to this whole community, that the ecosystem, as the people at Success Gyan like to call it, I finally realized that there are people who actually care for you for no rhyme or reason, because they're just good people and they care about you. Especially today morning, everyone has been with me because I've not been feeling well, but everyone's been supporting, checking on me every 5 minutes. And trust me, it feels good. And that's the feeling that I want to take forward from here.
Fantastic, Nitin. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And also, this should be a silent message to the people that you work with. Like, guys, please, be nice, sort to Nitin. Come on, when he gets back to work, yeah? That's my plea on your behalf. All right. Captain Ritukumar, you created a record, like a whole bunch of you created a record on Teachers' Day. How does it feel to have been a part of a Guinness World Record?
I think it was a great accomplishment, and I feel very grateful and feel privileged to be a part of that. I think Guinness in itself is such a big name, and to be a part of it, I feel truly blessed.
Fantastic. Now see, one thing happens with the last contestant that I speak to. Usually I run out of questions, so then I start making up questions, right? But this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to pick any of the questions that I've asked and answer your favorite one.
Given a choice, I can pick all 4. All 5, by the way.
We have a time limit, perhaps?
Certainly.
No, anything.
However, I would definitely like to pick that moment of Guinness record as well, because being a kid, I used to only see Guinness record on the TV. And somewhere down the line, there was this inherent desire of being on stage or doing something that would really bring my name up there. So thank you, Success Gyan. Thank you, Super Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to have my name in the Wall of Fame of Guinness. And also to just maybe tell about one more thing about why am I proud to be here. It's not just my effort, you see. It's my family's effort, my team's effort. Every one of them has contributed throughout these challenges. They have done something or the other. They have shot videos. They have rewritten my scripts. And it's for them that I'm here. So I'm really thankful from the bottom of my heart that it's because of our team effort, guys, that I've made it here. Thank you very much.
Fabulous. Now this team will be very carefully noting to see if you win or not, because the cash prize also may be shared by the team.
Give and give more. Sure. Why not?
Share, right? Because you're a family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sharing is caring. Thank you so much, Sarthak.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the question here is, if you had a superpower, what would that be? And how would you use it to make India the superpower in 2030? Each of you will be given 75 seconds to speak. And you will be judged on the following criteria: your overall energy, content depth and flow, stage presence, authenticity, and overall impact. Now, we'll leave the hard task for them to do. And once you're done with your 75 seconds, you will hear a buzzer sound, and post which you will get your scores from the judges. Now, they will mark you out of 10, depending on all of these criteria and how well you perform. And I'm sure you guys are going to do a great job. Now, we're just going to get a bowl, and we'll allow you to pick your chips so that you can decide which number and which position you will be speaking in. Yeah? Who wants to go first already? Just, wow. Wow. And who is like, you know what, I'll go last. Let me just have some time to prep. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So we've got the bowl ready, and each of them will decide their destiny. Let's go, guys. Okay, who's got number one? Okay, okay. So the honest man goes up first. All right, so we're going to get you some time for you to get mic'd up, and then we'll bring you in sequentially. In the meantime, I'll have a small chat with our judges. Yeah? Anything that you'd like me to convey to them, even though they're sitting right in front of you?
Grill them well.
Grill them well? You want me to grill the judges? Don't worry, it is taken care. It is taken care. I will take full responsibility of that this evening. All right? Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We'll look forward to seeing each one of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been asked to grill our jury panel, and that's something I always love to do. All right. Now, what can we ask you here today? Let's just talk about the journey, Let's just talk about how immersive an experience this has been for the three of you. We'll start with the smiling assassin, Rajiv.
Yeah, I think while Success Gyan was creating the rounds, and one of the clear objectives was that this is not just about finding a winner, but this is about making sure that everyone who participates, all the 2 lakh people who registered, participate in a process that evolves them and makes them better communicators, better speakers. And I think that was very fulfilling to see for the amount of engagement all the participants, all the people who registered had through this journey of Super Speaker. And the filtration obviously was not an easy part for us. We've spent days watching videos and not knowing what is Pooja scoring, what is Siddharth scoring, what is Suren scoring, but just giving an evaluation or an assessment of what you get out of each person's attempt. The Super 10 was an extremely, extremely difficult selection. And like Suren said, even I had a couple of people who I thought would make it but couldn't make it. And I think that's what makes this process so real and beautiful, because it's a culmination of how each one of us perceive and evaluate the parameters that we laid out. So for me, it was a super fulfilling feeling to be a part of something so real.
Fabulous. Suren, this has been a 10-month-long journey. How do you keep the participants engaged through this process? Because at some point in time, they will tend to lose steam, with 10 months being such a long journey, so to speak.
Yeah, Bhavna. When we started Super Speaker Season 1, we had 3 reasons. First reason was, the idea came up when the pandemic actually started. And all of us were getting WhatsApp of people dying. It was always negative. So I sat with my team and said, can we do a reality show where people post videos about success, positive things, so that we can inspire the community? That is how the whole idea of Super Speaker actually came up. And the second reason was, the training and coaching is exploding in the country. We also wanted to showcase to the industry that how to really become a truly world-class trainer. Can we showcase that? Third, we also was looking for trainers for Success Gyan. So that's how we started. And we thought we'll just do 1 season, because it was only a pandemic idea. Season 1, we had 40,000 plus people. It was fabulous. Then we said, this is something really amazing. As Rajiv said, what amazingly happened in Season 1? We wanted to inspire the community, but what we realized was the people going through the journey of Super Speaker, their life completely transformed. Then we understood that it is not only the people who are going to see the video, the guys who are creating the video, doing the challenges online, their life is going to change. I'm very proud about Season 2 for one reason. The 2,11,520 people, 10 people are there. So 2,11,510 people. By going through Super Speaker Season 2, their life will never be the same. For me, that's more inspiring. So I always tell, just participate. There's no participation fees, not even 1 rupee to be paid. But in the process, the person you become, that's priceless.
That's just so insightful, because the numbers you just quoted stuck with me. Just let that sink in for a bit, ladies and gentlemen. Season 1 had just over 40,000 registrations, and you've grown 5x, which goes to show that word has spread that people, irrespective of whether they make it to the final stage or not, find value in what you're offering. And that is the best thing that anybody can expect from a brand and a particular contest that they're promoting. It's a wholesome experience. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, Bhavna.
I'm going to ask you a very different sort of question here, Pooja, because I feel like you'll be able to give me an answer to it. Amongst the entries that didn't make it, what were some of the contestants? You don't have to name them, but what were some of the contestants' skills that really stuck with you, that you were really excited to witness?
Great question, because to me that was the hardest part. Because it's easy when you're comparing similar, but when each one's coming with their own authentic energy, how do you judge, when someone's energy you're loving, someone's content you're loving, someone's, just their vocabulary and eloquency you're loving. All of that style was just like, for me, I was like, okay, but I like this one's this thing, this one's that thing. And so many things stood out, to the extent at one point I said, I'm just happy being judged, because, just look at the kind of caliber there is. And if I had to participate in this, I myself would be shivering. And every time I look at them, I get goosebumps, because I literally feel like for me, it's always like, the divine is speaking through them because of the kind of preparation and manifestation they've put together. So it's just so beautiful, but very, very hard, I have to say this. This is very challenging to compare apples to oranges to mangoes to watermelons and decide which one's the best fruit, because different, and you yourself are in different moods at different points. So to show up in the right mood every single time, for me, that was very important, that I rechannelize, realign myself to want to be in that same space to receive every single person's effort. So both ways it was beautiful but very challenging.
But any crazy, lovable, exciting personality that you've met that sort of like stuck with you?
Honestly, the few that I thought were very exciting are very much here. So
Fab.
the ones I chose in my head are actually on stage for me. So I don't want to mention anyone because of that reason, but I'm very excited to see what they are going to do for us today.
No wonder Suren called you the goddess. Alright, do you want to take a go at that question particularly?
No, I'm just going to sound off what Pooja said. I'm so glad that we were not in a stage where we had to participate and go through Super Speaker, and Success Gyan launched Super Speaker way after we established our careers as coaches and trainers.
I think I can speak for myself as well at this point in time. Because I speak for a living, and if that sort of talent had bombarded the industry over a decade ago, maybe I wouldn't be standing here today as well. So thank you, Suren, for thinking of it a little later and giving us an opportunity to continue with our work. Okay, the stage is set and the Super 10 are all set to kick off the round 1 of Super Speakers Season 2. Each one of them is given the topic and given 75 seconds of time to impress our jury panel. So let's kick things off with our first Super 10 contestant, Varun Raval. All right, you remember the topic?
I do.
You had a superpower. How would you make India the superpower in 2030?
On 4th September 2022, I turned 35. My best birthday ever. On a friend's recommendation, I visited the Vatsalya Foundation in Mumbai. Vatsalya Foundation aims to take care of needs and protection of children aged between 7 to 18 years who flee from the environments of conflict and despair. Most of these kids have either been shunned away from the society or their parents have given up on them. I spent 2 hours that day with these kids and was amazed to see their larger-than-life attitude. And it was incredible how happy they were even in that situation. I couldn't think of a better answer when Success Gyan asked me, what's that one superpower I would like to have? Well, I would like to have a superpower that can enable me to give every child in India a loving home and a nurturing childhood. Because every child is born with an inherent capacity to turn into a responsible individual who, in turn, will make India a superpower in 2030. Thank you.
That was wonderful, Varun. This was his bump. You crossed the first hurdle. Okay, let's find out from our jury panel as to what they thought of your superpower. I thought it was very creative, yeah? Is this something that you've thought of earlier?
It was a real-life experience.
Fabulous.
So, yeah.
Fabulous. Now let's wait and find out.
Varun,
what jury
it's a
has
very
to say.
inspiring thought. I also, in Success Gyan, we have a CSR activity where we support a foundation called Matram. And till now, we have 2,000 children doing their higher education through this Matram Foundation, and we support that organization. Like you, I also believe if we can really educate every children, give them a family, give them food, our country will definitely be a superpower.
Absolutely.
I just love your mission.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I like how simple you kept it, a loving home. And I think that's what all of us want. That's what all of us are looking at creating for our children. And I think if every child gets a loving home, then yeah, we're a loving country, a loving
Yeah.
world.
Of all the causes, that's the one closest to my heart. So as you were speaking, I was almost going to tear up at some point because it felt so real. Thank you for that. Thank you.
May
for
I say
sharing
something
that.
really small here,
Yeah.
if you don't mind? So the thought came from, on my birthday, I got 43 greeting cards handmade from these 43 boys. But that's not it. I actually saw a 2-month-old baby in a crib. He had no one. And just broke my heart. And I keep going there again and again as much as I can. But this was something which was very close to my heart.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Varun, for sharing a real life experience. And also, they say charity begins at home, but why can't charity be a home for a child, right? Why can't you focus charity to providing home for a
Absolutely.
wonderful child and changing their life forever? That's a beautiful thought.
Absolutely.
And it is time to find out if your thoughts, your words, inspired the judges and the jury panel to give them the score you want. Yeah?
All right.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at our scores for Varun Raval. Okay, so Rajiv has given you a 7 on 10, Pooja has given you an 8 on 10, but Suren, I don't think you've updated your scores, yeah? What's happening here, Suren?
We thought we'll do a little reality show, actually. Okay. So mine is going to be a silent judge, and my scores will be revealed after all the 10 complete.
Here's a little bit of a twist that you didn't expect.
I
did
was
you?
not expecting that.
Okay, so Suren is going to be the silent judge throughout. And after all 10 participants, all 10 of our Super 10 contestants have finished giving their performance, then we'll find out how much each of you have scored on 30. Yes? All right. But as of now, you've scored 15 on 20. I think that's a great start. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next on stage to make full use of her 75 seconds, let's welcome Arjumand Abdullah. Feeling good? Yes?
Absolutely.
I don't think she wants to talk to me. She's like, please get out of stage so I can have my 75 seconds. I take the hint. All the best to you.
In a world where words like abracadabra, hoponopono, FOMO, and GOAT exist, I'd like to introduce a superpower word of my own, Balapi. Find your balance and be happy. Imagine being able to strike the balance between family and financial freedom, between quality time with self and quality time with friends, between doing what makes others happy and what makes us happy. Now, I agree, both balance and happiness are rather relative, but therein lies the strength of the superpower. You see, we are created in a balance of our good and bad habits, our strengths and weaknesses. And what is yin and yang if not the balance of our masculine and feminine energies? So let your conscience dictate the balance, and that's where you're going to find true happiness. Is it going to be an easy journey? No. But if each one of us acquires that skill, which requires a little bit of self-reflection and effort, then we as a nation will be unstoppable. So, Balapi away!
Lovely, Arjumand.
Thank you.
And now we've got our judges who are going to be giving you their scores. How do you think it went?
Awesome.
That's, you know what, give me a high five. Just for that positive spirit, because you need to believe in yourself for the world to believe in you, right?
Obviously, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, judges, take it over. Rajiv?
I love the word balapi. I'm going to add it to my diction. I love the idea of balance and happiness. So, bang on. Balapi.
Thank you.
Seriously, yeah? Love the word. Huh? Our takeaway for today, I guess. Balapi. Loved it.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. I loved your energy and I just loved the way your content was so intriguing. I couldn't, like every word mattered. So that was lovely.
I wanted more. I was
Yeah,
like,
I wanted more. That's
yeah,
true. Yes.
Teach me balapi now.
That's lovely. You know what? I've coined a word taking off from yours. Happy. Jury happy.
Good one, Bhavna.
Yeah, so that's really what it is all about, right? It's about taking your style and infusing it with a little bit of creativity and bringing happiness to everybody who listens to you. That's great. Now let's find out if that's translated into their scores. We already know that Suren is a silent judge for this particular round. But let's find out Pooja and Rajiv's scores. Wow, the highest score so far. I know you're the second contestant, but still, 9 and a 9 is a near perfect score. 18 on 20, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super Speaker Season 2's first round is what you're witnessing, and each of the Super 10 contestants have been given the question, if they could choose a superpower that would make India great in the year 2030 and would make India a superpower in 2030, what would it be? Now, we've got a near perfect score from Arjumant. Let's see how Pooja fares. Let's welcome Pooja S. on stage. Hi, Pooja.
Hi.
We're feeling good? A little bit of nerves?
Yes.
But the confidence is higher than the nerves? Yeah, all right. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Build India, the unstoppable juggernaut that promises to be one by 2030. So we are achieving in the field of defense, infrastructure, technology. But the one factor that can make or break this moment could be our population. A lesser mortal would question, what has the country given to me? And be consumed by blaming. But the wise would ask, what can I do for the country? And contribute towards personal and community growth. So if I have the superpower, it would be called as spark, with which I would like to ignite the inner wisdom of all 1.4 billion children of this motherland, as our ancient India has highly contributed to the world and was a land of abundance through its wisdom. So the call for nation today is to work inwards and outwards and consolidate the growth. The collective awakening of 1.4 billion minds would definitely make India the superpower by 2030. As a genius once said, change the mind to change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja. What a brilliant thought. Change the mind and change the world. That's lovely. So simple, yet profound. Yeah, let's find out what our jury panel has to say about that. Let's change the order up a little bit. Yeah, we'll get Pooja to start this time.
Okay.
Yeah?
I loved a few parts of what you were saying. Some parts you went really fast for me, but overall, well done, great start.
I like the change the mind, change the world. I think that sums up what you are trying to say. Very good.
Thank you.
I think you kept it very rooted to our essence, which is working on our inner wisdom.
Yes.
So it's a given that as a country we are the wisest land and soil on this planet, and I think if we are able to channelize that, obviously we'll end up being a superpower. So I think the thought was bang on.
Thank you.
Let's find out if you've managed to ignite the minds and the scores that we're about to see from both Pooja and Rajiv. Of course, Suren will reveal his score right at the end. So let's take a look at Pooja's scores. Rajiv and Pooja have given you 7 apiece. So you score 14 on 20. We'll wait for Suren.
Thank you.
Next up, presenting his case for the round 1 in Super Speaker Season 2, we have Uday Iyer. Uday? I'm sorry,
No
but
problem.
I will have to ask you how you're feeling before you start off.
I
Feeling
was
good?
born ready.
I have nothing else to say.
Like you.
Take it over.
May I? Yeah. Did you know around 30 million Indians are suffering from asthma and breathing disorders, including children? Did you know that out of 12 most polluted cities in the world are in India? Soon, most of the Indian citizens are having a higher risk of, contracting lung cancer. These shocking facts tell us how much more work is required to improve and protect our environment and its inhabitants. Hey, Ma, look. It's a bird. No, it's a plane. It's Captain Pollution Pacifier. I fly around and I absorb pollution. By 2030, I want to make every every citizen of India aware that tomorrow, if we do not have air to breathe, our dying and choking deaths will have a spectator of accumulated wealth through at the cost of our environment. Wake up, smell the coffee, or shall we safely say, smell the pollution, and wake up. By 2030, cleaner air is the beginning of India being a superpower. Thank you.
It's like witnessing a theatrical performance whenever you speak.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but we'll obviously turn to the experts for a in-depth analysis of your content and presentation.
No, I completely agree to what you just said, Bhavna. It was like watching theater and you were immersed in it. So I love the energy, I love the conviction, and I love how you draw us into whatever you're saying. It was like you're painting a picture as you were speaking, so it was brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You see Uday, you can never forget Uday, I guess.
Agreed.
More than that, the cause you're talking about is a very, very important cause. And the way you conveyed it to us, we are totally sold.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Your tonality, your expression, your gestures, it was all so engaging. Loved every second of it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You must consider doing a podcast for children. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
It'll be a super duper hit. I'm giving you an idea right here.
Thank you. Oh,
Consider it.
I'm very good with children too. Yep.
I can
Thank
see
you.
that. I can
Thank
see
you.
that because you're appealing to the child in me.
Ah, come on. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Good
much.
luck to you. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
But
Thank
before
you.
we let you go, we've got this course.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah? So we'll have that one formality to complete. Wow! You've got the joint highest score with Arjuman today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
To unveil her superpower, let's welcome the next contestant on stage. Let's hear it for Riddhi Devra.
India has abundant resources, but these resources do not reach the people who need them. If I could have a superpower, I would choose to become a needs navigator. Every time I would see underutilized resources, my super bulb would go on, and I would navigate these resources to people and community that need them, irrespective of their social status or background. I would use the excess food that is currently being wasted to feed the 80 crore Indian people who sleep hungry every day. I would utilize the excess educational facilities to educate the 8 crore Indian children who have never been to any school before. And I would direct the underutilized medical facilities to help the 3 lakh pregnant mothers and newborns that die every year because of poor healthcare. I would use my superpower for more such effective connections. It would be a game changer. By enabling efficient utilization of resources, I would definitely help India become a superpower by 2030, where every Indian would feel no less than a superhero.
You know, you come across as such a silent, demure person on the exterior, and then when you start speaking, then we witness the fire within you. Very, very nice. And let's find out what our judges have to say about your superpower.
No, I think for me, when I look at someone speak, I'm looking at their energy, and Riddhi, you have a certain sense of stillness about yourself, which I think is the special superpower you have as a speaker. And that stillness came across in what you communicated and what you shared. I love facts, and you gave a lot of numbers, so you had my left brain hooked over there as well. But great attempt on this round.
For me, Riddhi, it's not one, the number of initiatives you have in mind. I'm sure if something like that can happen, 2030 India, for sure, superpower.
Absolutely beautiful. The needs navigator is such a beautiful concept by itself. And so beautifully you've joined, you know, where there is excess and when there isn't. So I really loved your content. And of course, like Rajiv said, that stillness, that presence was so obvious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. So just to summarize all of that, Riddhi, you've got a whole lot of buddhi. And that's very evident from your performance all through, obviously. But let's find out from our judges as to how they've marked you on a scale of 10. We'll, of course, only find out Rajiv and Pooja's score. Suren will be a silent judge. 16, sweet 16. Thank you very much. And congrats. So in the first round of Super Speaker Season 2 so far, the highest score has been 18. But can there be a perfect 20 this evening? Before we find out and welcome our next contestant onto the center stage, let's have a little chat with our jury panel, because I have promised the people behind that I will have to grill you. Yeah, so I will have to continue that task of mine. Yes? You guys ready? We're going to be sharing some photos, okay, with all of you. And you will have to talk us through the memories associated with that photo. Now, you'll have to keep it honest and obviously entertaining, because, you know, you guys are the OGs. Let's have the first photo.
Okay. This is Bhakti and I, my wife Bhakti, back then my girlfriend. Funnily, this was on a train to Chennai.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'd come here to do a training for a school while we were interning. And yeah, that's when the sparks between the two of us were flying.
I can read that it was 31/7/2006. So as you're speaking, I'm actually back calculating your age.
Yep. Take a shot, I'm reverse aging.
Yes, you are. You definitely are. But talk us through how supportive and how wonderful this relationship has been for you and how it has made you evolve into the person you are today.
I always say this, your spouse can either make you or break you. I'm glad mine made me. She's been my first coach. She's the one who sees every dream. I don't have the ability to see a future. I'm a very doer in the now, but she brings the balance of painting the picture of how the future should be. So I'm very grateful for having her in my life. So couldn't have asked for anything better. In fact, the first time I saw her, I thought above my league, na yoga. So just blessed to have her in my life.
Lovely. I love that line about make you or break you, because if you don't say she made you, she will break you once you go back home. All right, next picture.
Oh, I think this is one of my anniversaries. I'm going to guess 10th anniversary, or no, sorry, 9th must be, yeah, just before the 10th. Of course, to me, this is my complete picture. Today, the boys, if they see this, they are going to be horrified because they are 22 and 19 and living in
What
London.
are you saying?
So,
How long was this back?
I don't know, 14, 15 years ago?
I think we can all agree that you haven't aged. What sort of elixir are you drinking every day?
Thank you, that's so sweet. But yeah, this is my complete family and means everything to me.
You know, a lot of people say that life sort of takes a slightly difficult stance for women, especially after children. And, you know, sometimes it could be a stumbling block in their career. Of course, now that stereotype has been removed and people have broken the glass ceiling on that front. But how difficult was it a few years back?
Well, I got married at 18, so the journey was very, very hard right in the beginning. Fortunately for me, I got the lottery ticket and spouse, so yeah, husband came out to be really amazing. My spirit animal is tortoise, his spirit animal is rabbit, so I feel like if the tortoise and hare had to together hold hands and run the race, how beautifully they could have complemented one another. That's the example that my husband has set for me. So it's been fabulous, and having the kids, of course, at a young age have been a huge advantage, because today I feel so free. So I always tell the mothers who have young toddlers, attend to them now and later on don't worry, because once they go away, the rest of your life is available for you to build your identity, your financial freedom, and all the other stuff that we look for.
You know, this is what your sons are not going to be happy hearing. Once they go away, then I can start my life. No, I was just joking about that. But it's lovely about the tortoise and the hare story that you just shared. And I feel like your husband has actually won the lottery ticket. If you look like that, so many years later.
Aww.
But lovely, lovely to hear that story. And the next picture, please. Oh,
Wow.
Very sweet.
Okay, where was this? I think it was in Goa after 4 or 5 months after a wedding. I think it was Jan 2008, if I'm not wrong. That's Shiny, my wife, and I always tell the two halves of my life, before marrying Shiny and after marrying Shiny. Nobody knew me before marrying Shiny. Today in Chennai, people call me Shiny's husband. She's a celebrity nutritionist, and I'm very proud. I'm a proud peacock. I always say that. And today what I am is because of her. The balance, and the word Pooja always uses, harmony is because of her at home. Thank you, Shiny, for everything you do.
Lovely. I mean, her name says it all, right? Shiny. Fantastic. And we've got one more picture in store.
I have to say this, okay? These were two kids which walked into a Success Gyan seminar it is 2015, huh?
2015.
Yeah, I think it's 2015 Gorilla Business.
Yeah.
Gorilla Business. These two people are students in a Success Gyan seminar. And that's how I got to know them. She was a friend much before in 2012 itself. Rajiv from 2013, 14?
2012 we met once, and then after that 2014.
2014. So they were students. And for me, it amazes to watch what has happened to these two amazing human beings because they're so successful. For me, their success is measured by the impact they're creating. For the number of women Pooja is impacting and for the number of business owners Rajiv is impacting, thank you guys for doing what you do. It's a honor, privilege just to be seated next to you and see this picture and see how life has changed.
Absolutely. This is taking us back in time. I remember Pooja and I kind of sat through that program together, reflecting on our lessons, our notes together. So that is my first proper memory of connecting with Pooja. I'd seen her once in 2012. She doesn't remember me seeing her in 2012. But yeah, this is where we actually had our first conversation. And through that program, we kind of connected as learning partners. And it's an absolute pleasure to take this journey alongside her.
Yeah, totally. I mean, for me, this is my first memory of Rajiv. And he was so sweet throughout the entire 3 days of the program. And for me, it was just like, okay, this was the first time I was attending an event in India. So I'd only done these kind of events abroad. And so for me, it was really special that he made me so comfortable because I came in very judgy and I went away finding a really great friend in him.
That's lovely. And the one thing that I see that hasn't changed is the smiles on your faces. And that shows how wonderfully this relationship has grown and how you people have grown as individuals as well from the Success Gyan family. Do we have one more picture? Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay, we missed the fourth gentleman in that picture. Siddharth was supposed to be here. There's an emergency. That's why he's not able to make it. I think this we shot last year, 2022, in a freedom retreat of Siddharth's event, right?
This was in Siddharth's community. So yeah. Special picture because I think what we thrive on is coming together. And this picture is a true representation of what makes the four of us extremely happy. Just coming together and being able to serve people. And I'm grateful to Siddharth for creating this moment and opportunity for all the four of us to come together.
Yeah, and I always say this is our motorcycle gang, which means we've come from the same soul kingdom to do very similar work on earth, and then we found each other on earth, and now the purpose and the mission has got so much amplified because we are together.
And for me, what is special about this snap is because all three are three different people. If you meet Siddharth, Rajiv, Pooja, three different people, three different personalities, but three different impact. Massive impact they're creating in India. But together we are a unit. That's what I love about it. Together we are a unit and each of us inspire each other and we are one team. So thank you guys. Siddharth, we miss you, man.
I know.
Yeah, I'm only getting the vision of Avengers in my head. Because each of you is a superhero, superheroine, superwoman. But together, you form the Avengers and then you're undefeatable at all costs. That's lovely. I think that one particular picture speaks a million words. They say a picture speaks 1,000. This one speaks a million. It's a lovely way to end this particular session with you all. Thank you so much for sharing all of your stories with us. But we're not yet done with round one, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still watching, which you of course are, Super Speaker Season 2's round one is ongoing. And we've got our next contestant who's coming out with his superpower, Nitin Nair. Good luck to you.
So let me tell you a story. There were two silk merchants who had their shops right next to each other, but they somehow could never see eye to eye. Well, one of them was blind and the other was lame, but apart from that, they could never work together. One day there was a fire spreading across the village, and they just couldn't do anything because the blind couldn't see what was happening, and the lame couldn't do anything about it. Suddenly, from the rafters in the roof, we had a small silkworm shout, "Idiots, if you work together, you can actually save yourself and your shop. The blind, carry the lame. The lame, tell this guy what to do." Wait, did I just figure out the secret behind RRR's iconic fight scene? Anyways, that's a story for another day. But then, this would be my superpower. Helping two people see that perspective which actually brings them together to mutually work. How will this help India? Well, if India and Pakistan can actually understand that working together is mutually beneficial, not only for economic prosperity in the region, but also for overall peace, we can achieve wonders, and India will be the nation to be acknowledged in 10 years' time. Well, all it requires is a small change in perspective. And that's when you call Perv Man. Wait, that didn't sound right. Superhero name TBD. Thank you.
Hi, Nitin. Just to sort of sum it up, it was all about divided we fall, united we stand. Yeah?
Absolutely.
But let's see what your standings are with our judges here who've scored you, but now we'll give you their thoughts.
Nitin, I'm going to be honest. I felt I didn't see the superpower coming through, and I didn't understand what is TBD towards the end. So somewhere you lost me. Like I was waiting and waiting and waiting for that moment, and I think it just kind of. I'm just being honest that it just kind of felt flat and didn't land towards the end for me.
Yeah, I will go with a little Rajiv, but I love the way you started with the story, and I was hoping for the connection and the end and the punch in the end, which didn't land, like Rajiv said.
Okay. TBD, of course, is to be decided, and we will find out what their scores are because they've already decided their scores. Rajiv has given you a 5, Pooja has given you an 8, so that's 13 on 20, and Suren's score will be revealed right after. Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up on this stage, we've got Captain Ritu Kumar Singh. Please welcome her. All the best.
The greatest power on this earth is the power that all of us possess. Wondering what's that? Well, that's the power of our beautiful human brains. And if I had one superpower, then definitely that would be the power which Professor Xavier's from the X-Men series possessed. The power to impact and influence the minds of others. Well, as per United Nations Developmental Strategy and Program, there are 17 sustainable developmental goals. And if India achieves all of them, then I'm sure that nobody can stop us from becoming a superpower. While we are doing amazingly well on some of these areas, there are few areas where we still need to work more, like health, hunger, sanitization, infrastructure, inequality, innovation, but most importantly, on justice, peace, and having strong institutions for them. With my superpower, I would get into the brains of each citizen of our country and implant positive ideas into them, so that when they all sit and talk, all they do is talk about these ideas. Ideas about startups, ideas about finances, financial freedom, ideas about infrastructure and future development, and not of ideas about hatred and religious discrimination. Jai Hind.
Inception. Yeah. Have you also sort of like transferred that superpower and said, give me a 10, give me a 10?
I was trying to do that to the judges.
Okay, we'll find out what they thought about your
Captain
superpower.
Ritu, I loved your energy, and I loved the flow also. And of course, your message.
No, I think for me, what stood out was how natural you were in your flow. Sometimes in an environment like this, what ends up happening is you get stuck to words and a script, but you went in a flow, and it was very real and seamless for me. So, great job on that.
Well done, absolutely. And so many causes you were able to cover just with that one superpower, so I love the combination.
Thank you.
Looks like this is something that you've been thinking about for a while.
Yes.
Have you tried it on your partner? Are you married?
I'm married, I have 2 kids.
Okay, so have you tried it on your partner? Has it worked?
I think I've been trying it on my whole family, and that's working.
Fantastic. You must teach me how to do this by the end of this evening. I want to be a stronger woman when I step out of this stage.
Definitely.
Done. Now let's take a look at your scores, Captain. Rajiv has scored you an 8 on 10. Pooja has given you a 7 on 10, which brings it to a total of 15.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Suren's score, we will reveal right after. Round 1 has been so fascinating and is only going to get better. We're down to the last 3 contestants. So without further ado, let's welcome on stage Ambili Menon. Rock on.
India. India, the land of ancient wisdom, the land of Sone ki Chidiya. India, whose people have been genetically programmed since thousands of years to be great gurus and leaders and be sources of inspiration to others. India is great. The only thing India needs to become greater, the only thing India needs to become a superpower in the next 7 years is for Indians to believe that we can. So what would my superpower be, you ask? It wouldn't be anything miraculous. It would simply be the power to show every single Indian a mirror. A mirror that shows them their true potential. A mirror that reflects to them how powerful they truly are. A mirror that gets them to realize that, they don't need any superpowers in me, because inside each and every one of them lives a superhero waiting to unleash magic into the world. Thank you.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the greatest of them all?
I would just like to say bounciest.
Ambili, I just want to say that there are about 7-8 cameras in this place, and you've made all of them work in the last 75 seconds. Because every camera is like, where is she going to go next? And there's somebody sitting there saying, what if she runs out? Now, I don't have a camera to follow her around. But that's your personality, and that's what we love. Let's find out how much they loved your round 1 performance.
Thank you.
Oh, we got the scores out?
Oh, we've got the scores out. Okay. So that's 9 plus 9, 18. That's the joint highest. You're the 3rd contestant to receive that. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, all I'd say is that while you have the bubbliness, I think what you did beautifully in this round was you also brought in stillness in the words that you were expressing, which emphasized on the right things. And you kept the idea very simple, that the potential's already there. We just need to believe in ourselves. We need to stop looking at the West for approval. We have yoga. They don't have to tell us. California doesn't have to tell us yoga is great. So I love the idea. I love the idea and the simplicity with which you communicated it.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajat.
I loved your stage presence. I loved your energy. I loved the connection and the clarity in what you were sharing. I loved it.
Thank you, Suren. Thank you.
Me too. I'm going to just echo the same, because literally when you came on stage, the fear was that, what if all of that energy doesn't translate? But it translated so beautifully. Your flow, your words, every single thing was, top notch. So
Thank you,
massive
Pooja.
congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Fantastic. High five. And congratulations. Okay, things are getting very interesting. There are a few that are hitting the 18-point mark, but can there be one contestant who can go one step further? We're down to the last 2. So let's welcome our penultimate contestant to this round, Sarthak Shankar Bhagat.
Imagine that we are already in the year 2030 and India is a superpower. What do we see around us? Our military prowess, a super fast economy, cutting edge technology, or a culture which is far widespread? I know what you must be thinking by now. Oh, what is this guy saying? India, with its socio-economic disparity, rising population, becoming a superpower in just 7 years? I don't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, it just took 4 years of Project Manhattan to make US the superpower it is. Saudi Arabia took 8 years to transform itself from a subsistence economy to a major exporter. It took a war-torn Japan just 10 years to become a country with the highest number of patents per capita. And it only took 300 days of shooting within COVID to make Natu Natu a global sensation that won India's first Golden Globe. Imagine when 1.5 billion people start believing that they too can do it despite all odds, India can become a superpower. And if I had a superpower, it would be the power to make others believe, not in me, not in God, but in themselves, their own might. And the next time someone asks you, how can India be a superpower? Just say them, because I believe in it and I will make it happen. Thank you.
That's a very passionate display.
Thank you.
And we will now leave it to the passionate jury to tell you what they thought of your performance.
I think a great speaker has great presence on stage. And the moment you walked in, you owned the stage. And you were articulate, you were flawless, the idea was simple. Overall, I feel this was something where you showcase that it's not how you speak, it's who you are. And that was brilliant for me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would echo what Rajiv said. I love the way you started and you finished, and the flow was so beautifully done, and the message was crystal clear. I loved it, Chatak.
Thank you.
Yeah, I loved the way you are just standing. You're just owning it so powerfully, like your aura speaks to us. So that was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lots of praises, lots of positivity. Do you think you might cross the 18-point mark?
Fingers crossed.
What do you think, though?
I hope so.
All right, let's have a look at your points. 9 and 8. Okay, so you have one of the highest scores, 17, which is, I think, a really good place to start. And let's wait for Suren's scores that will come in after the next performance.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
very much, Rantan. Super Speaker Season 2's Round 1 is just about to get over. We are waiting to find out with bated breath as to what superpower our last contestant has chosen to present. Let's welcome Raman Singh on stage. All the best to you.
Superpower. As impressive as this word sounds, in today's world, all it means is to establish dominance. So even before I talk about my plan of making India a superpower, let me redefine this word for you. Because I don't want us to become like the United States of America, exploiting the world's resources to establish global dominance. When I envision India as a superpower in 2030, I don't see disparity and supremacy. Rather, I see inclusion and growth. Following the very same philosophy that lies at the heart of our country's legacy, we will create an example for the world by solving problems that actually matter. And the only superpower that I need to make this come true is the power to impart knowledge and spread awareness. The power to empower every soul in our country, because with this awareness, India will break free. Free from the greed and the inequality it creates, free from the fear and the distress it creates, free from unconscious actions that hurt our planet, free from unnecessary restrictions that enslave our people. By 2030, India will have a superpower of an aware and conscious population that will make all the difference and will lead humanity to a brighter tomorrow. Thank you.
Hi. Hi. From the very first moment that I heard you speak, you've exuded the same kind of confidence, and that smile is constant.
Yeah.
In fact, you invited me in here like you were the master of ceremonies, which I really like. He's like, hi, come on, join us. Don't be shy. You know, I love that.
Thank you.
So well done on that.
Awesome. Thanks.
You know, confidence is not something that people carry so well with them. And let's see if your thoughts carried well with our panel of judges today. Rajiv, take it over.
Okay. So, like Bhavna said, the confidence was there, natural flow. I love the idea of redefining what a superpower is. So, I like the thought behind the content that you created for yourself. I think overall, it was a very pleasant and a very uplifting experience as an audience listening to you. So,
thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
For me, I felt Raman was really impactful. The way you own the stage.
Right.
And the word, the flow, it was really impactful.
Thank you so much, Suren.
Your confidence speaks clearly. Yeah, totally. Could totally feel it till here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But can your confidence translate into breaking a barrier in this round?
Let's hope so. Huh?
Will you transcend 18 and maybe hit the 19-point mark?
I hope so. It all depends on them.
You're the
Let's see. I'm excited.
The last contestant in this round.
Yeah.
So let's find out what your scores are. Can we have them up, please?
All right.
Raman Singh, Sweet 16, 8 apiece from both our judges, and we will find out Suren's in just some time from now.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of round 1, but we have one little matter left. We need to find out Suren's scores. So we'll have to bring back our Super 10 back on stage to see who is leading round 1. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring back our fiery Super 10 contestants. I wish I could bestow upon you all the superpowers that you guys wanted, because the world would be such a cool place and India would just be infallible. Great work done, and I'm sure our panel of judges were thoroughly impressed with you all. But as we know, this is a contest and you're all competing to be the title winner of Super Speaker Season 2. And there are points to be given as well. At the moment, 3 of you stand on 18 points. Hands up, please. But that could change. Yeah. Good that you're applauding for your co-contestants. That's great. But that could change because 10 points is a lot. And the person with all the power in his hand at the moment is Suren. Are we ready to unveil the scores? All right. Hold your breath. Stay a little calm. Inhale and exhale as we reveal to you your total scores at the end of round 1. Let's take a look. Just hold on, right? Let me ask you a couple of questions because, obviously you guys are not at all, tensed or anything, right? Okay, let me ask you. Starting off with you, Sarthak, this time. Yeah, can have somebody pass on the mic to him? Yeah.
Thank you.
Sarthak, we'll start off this way. Yeah. 10 lakhs is a good amount of money. Yeah. How would you use it to change your life or others around you?
Well, one thing I learned getting into this ecosystem was to become a lifelong learner. And we had this orientation with Suren yesterday, and we checked with him. And there's this entire program after Quantum Leap, which is making the stage. And I was just counting, okay, now that I make it, and making the stage will be there, so I can invest that. And there's no better place to invest than your own self. I truly believe in it. So I believe I'll dedicate that amount in my own learning. That's for sure.
Fabulous. What about you?
Like Sarthak said, I think I would also do the same thing because life will never stop you teaching. So it's better we start learning. So I would also invest that on myself, learning and become a better person than I was yesterday.
Okay, nice.
you.
Nitin, how will life change if you win the title?
Well, at least people will know that I'm a force to be reckoned with, rather than the guy who sits around with you and just keeps telling you one story after another. But this guy, let's take him seriously for a change.
Nicely put. What about you?
So I'm rather silent, but silence sometimes speaks much stronger than words.
Varun, have you manifested yourself winning the title and picking up that check for 10 lakhs?
Yes, I have. And I have been preparing for that for a while now. In fact, the journey, interestingly, only started with Super Speaker. When I put my first video out there, that's the first video I ever put out. And it gave me so much confidence that I started my very, very tiny little Instagram channel where I've started putting videos. So I have been manifesting it through that even. So.
What about you, Riddhi?
Yes, I think I've been manifesting it every day for the last few months. And yes, it's very important for me because, because I've been working for it not just for the last 10 months, but almost for the last 7 years, I think, to be standing here today. So yes, I've been thinking about it all the time. Thank you.
I don't even have to ask Uday if he's manifesting, because in his mind, he's won every contest even before he's entered it. Right? But how was your 75-second experience on this stage, knowing that this is the final stage?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was much better than what I expected it to be. And if I win the 10 lakhs, then I am dying to get mentored by Success Gyan and to learn how to turn the 10 into 20 lakhs.
I like that. He's already thinking of profit. What about you, Pooja?
So,
let me tell Uday first that Success Gyan can help you to manifest much more than 20.
I'm sure.
Well, so yes, I'm being visualizing that a lot, and it means a lot to me because I've not been to such a platform where I'm speaking openly about what I really want to do, what my mission is, and all that. This is my first time, and it really is helping me to, craft my journey more deeper. So, and what I would do with that amount, as you asked, I would invest in my startup, which is called as Nurturing Genius Hub.
Who would you first call if you won the 10 lakh check?
I would call my husband.
Fantastic. And what about you?
Yeah, same question?
Yeah, both the questions.
All
What
right,
would you
all
do?
right.
What would you do if you win the title and the 10 lakhs?
Yes.
And who would you call first?
What would I do? I think I'll get a great platform and the push that I need to express, impact, and inspire people. I've always been thinking about that. In fact, over the journey of Super Speaker, I've realized that I can actually do it. And now I've gained clarity, in fact. Earlier, I was like, yeah, Raman, I need to speak, but what will you speak about? Through the rounds, I think I identified what I really want to do, and that's exactly what I'm going to do once I win. And what I'm going to do with the money, I have not, to be honest, figured it out. But I love traveling. Probably I'll go on a trip because that makes me learn more things, I believe, than anything else. And who would I call? My family, mom, dad, sister. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I just want to congratulate you because you've already figured out what you want to speak about. I've been doing this for 15 years. I still don't know what I want to speak about. I just get on stage and then words just come.
Yep.
And I say what, my brain sort of processes my mouth to say.
Yes.
That's about it. That's how life has been happening. But good on you for that clarity. Ambili.
So this journey has been really special for me. I think one of the first videos I put out, I was pregnant, like I was 6 months pregnant, and I think that just embodying the energy of the universe, and I felt like I was talking to my baby in the womb. So that feeling, like every time I shot a video, that would happen for me. And just before leaving Bombay, so because I'm leaving my baby home, I was like talking to him and I'm like, Mama is going for this big thing, wish me luck. And I swear he just, he gives that big smile and it just brightens up my whole world. So I think that's why this journey has been so incredibly special. So all of the 10 would go to hopefully build a beautiful life for Gyan, my child, and for the rest of the world. Yeah.
That's so cool. And, when your baby is older, you can tell him, look, you were inside Mama's tummy. That was not a big lunch Mama had before she performed. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And I know that a lot of you are like, when are you going to get to the scores already, Bhavna? I hear your mind voice and I aim to please. So let's take a look at Suren's scores for each and every one of you to see who topped round one. All right. I think we've got 2 contestants on 27, Ambili and Arjuman. Big round of applause. 2 ladies making it to the top of round 1. How are you guys feeling? Fantastic. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that anytime you want. You can do that. Now you've haunted my dreams for a while now. Yeah, I'm gonna have visions of you doing that. No, but congratulations, and I think the competition is pretty stiff. If you take a look at it, everybody is in the +5, -5 range. So we've got a couple of rounds coming your way, and there's still time to catch up. Yes? But can we have like a big round of applause? Come on, guys. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. All right. Are you ready for round 2? Absolutely. Okay, so just show of hands right now. Who's feeling a bit nervous? Who's feeling pumped up? Only Riddhi's not.
I said nervous.
Nervous, that's right. So pumped up, everybody else put their hand up, that's why. And you were just like thoughtful, fine. And who is anxious? Good, being honest. Who feels like they've forgotten what they want to say already? Look at that. That's the level of preparedness that they come with. That's why you're here. You're the top 10. You're the super 10 amongst over 2 lakh participants. Good on you guys. So round 2 is very simple. It's called My Country, My Pride. You need to talk about one homegrown business or one Indian personality that has inspired you the most. in the most interesting way. You'll have to just come out with an inspirational story that will absolutely wow the audiences and, most importantly, the jury members as well. And let me just tell you, you have 75 seconds for this round as well. However, this is going to be a silent round. Doesn't mean you don't get to speak and you'll have to mime, but just that we don't hear the judges' scores. Okay? So you're not going to be able to see the scores of the judges. Yeah? You will be marked on 10, however, based on the same criteria as they had in mind for the previous round. Okay? Now, how are we going to pick the order? I already have them here. Okay? But just before we get started with this round, yeah? I'd just like to ask you, if you had to, how long have you guys known each other? Have you had a chance to interact with each other? Yeah. Yes? Over the last few months? Yes. If you had to pick a partner in this room, who would you pick?
I would go for Ambali.
That was quick. That was extremely quick.
Energy match.
Huh? Okay, no, everybody, okay. So you would pick Ambili.
I would pick up Sarthak.
You would pick up Sarthak. So Sarthak, you need to go stand there. Okay. Okay. And then the rest of you, if you have an answer, you can just answer into the mic. Yeah.
Arjumand.
Anjuman? So you'll go stand there? Okay. Guys, you'll need to give me reasons as to why you've picked them for partners, okay? So just hold on to your mics.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, it's very tough.
Riddhi?
Okay, I'll just go with Varun because he's next to me.
Ouch. Varun, are you feeling a little upset? Yeah, are you feeling a little upset about this? Like, is this the only reason you'd pick me as a partner? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. He's just like, you know what? I'll beat you in the competition. And then we will talk. No, and finally, you guys are matched.
Yeah, this is like 5th standard playground all over again.
Right? No, but this is exactly how I felt during sports period as well. Like, I would never get picked. I'd be the talkative girl standing in the corner. Yeah, so don't worry. You and I have that in common. Right. But why did you immediately say Ambili?
Yes, so there are two main reasons. Okay. Number one, her energy, my energy somehow resonate.
Mm-hmm.
She's like all the time jumping around and I love to see that. And number two, that she believes in the universe as well. We were actually having a conversation about it, that how we are the vessels through which the energy is flowing and we bonded. So yeah, I knew that she's the one.
Okay. Pooja?
So, because he's like very humble and a very deep person at the same time. I like his energy and I can connect to him. Like first time I met him and immediately there was a connect. So, yeah, that's why.
Thank you.
Uday? Sorry.
I chose Arjuman because I observed a certain non-verbals about her, especially her face, her smile. She has $1 million smile, which is her superpower. And because believe me, when it comes to communication, verbal is just 7%. 97% of communication happens through non-verbals. And she's got God's gift about non-verbal. She's so calm and so composed. And she, as I said, she has $1 billion smile, which can win hearts all across the world.
You know, you're talking, but I'm hearing rock you like a hurricane inside my mind. Really.
Wonderful. Yeah.
But you have to, no, I mean, I know you explained that you picked him because he was right next to you, but you must have some pleasing attributes of his that you would have noticed.
Be nice.
Yes, so I absolutely love each one of them, so it's tough to pick one. But yes, I already gave the genuine reason. Now, if I have to give something else, I think he's a great person.
You don't have to make it up.
No, I'm not making it up. Not making it up. Yeah, he's a great person, nice to speak with. And yes, I think would be nice to have him as a partner for the competition, yeah.
Now, you know, you've been holding on to that smile since we walked in. Now I'm wondering if it's a fake one. And you know what? We're friends. We're all a part of the same classroom anyway. So, you know, we're fine. I know that in this room, on this particular stage, everybody has love and respect for each other. But then here comes the twist. Your partner's number will be your number in the order of sequence that you will speak today in round 2. So basically, the partners that they have chosen are not only the people, but the numbers that they have chosen to speak in order of. So this is the twist that we had for each of them. So with respect to that, who goes first? See, she had right reasons of not wanting to pick you in the first place. Riddhi, that's why you don't go for the easy option. Like, acha, ye. All right, but I'm sure speaking first, going first to this particular topic also gives you a lot of advantage. All right, okay, thank you very much. We'll get the rest of you. Thank you. Super Speakers Season 2's round 2 begins in just some time from now. But before that, it's me back to grilling our panel of judges. Okay, this is what we're going to do very simply. You will have to tell me what you'll do if you wake up as the other two. That's all. Simple. Should we start with the smiling assassin who's now laughing?
Okay, if I wake up as Suren, I'll check what are the webinars happening for the day and I'll call each trainer and give them a target.
Wow, you really are the assassin.
He doesn't
No
give you
smiles
targets. He doesn't give you targets. He says, have fun, have fun. Then he sends you numbers. You don't feel good after the numbers are not good. So I better give targets.
Set expectations. All right. And if you'd woken up as Pooja?
I'll play a Bollywood song and dance on Instagram Live like she always does in her opening of her Instagram Lives.
Love it. Love it. It's very Ellen DeGeneres. I like that. What about you, Suren?
If I wake up as Rajiv, I have to think whether I have to take care of my baby Nitara or my first son, which is his dog, which we love as Maltese. Okay, I think that's Rajiv. Pooja, I think if I wake up as Pooja, I will open and say which country, which island I am right now. She travels a lot. That's what it means.
No, I'm just thinking I'd like to wake up as Pooja every day now. Pooja.
You know, both are such great inspirations for me. So getting into their minds for me is such a, that would be absolutely fabulous. Suren, of course, I'd love to know how he does the numbers, how he predicts all of our successes, how he does all of our strategies. So yeah, definitely I'm just waking up and taking and soaking that in. And Rajiv, of course, his one-liners, his, just the person he is, his sense of humor, I'm such a big fan of. I'm just going to steal sense of humor from him and the magician portion of Suren and bring it back.
Globetrot around and then use both of these.
Absolutely. Thank you for completing it.
How cool is that? That sounds fun. I'll just take all the best bits from all three of you as I leave for today. But thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Super Speakers Season 2. Round 2 is just about to commence, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to be a real cracker. More so because each contestant doesn't know how much they are going to be scored. So it is going to be a silent round. Scores are not going to be revealed and they will have just those 75 seconds to prove their mettle. So kicking off round 2 is Riddhi Deborah.
At 23, I decided to be an entrepreneur. It was hard. My days were full of doubt and fear. I used to read extensively about successful entrepreneurs to learn from their experience. That's when I came across a visionary. His journey started with 6 friends and just 10,000 rupees that he borrowed from his wife, and he built a company that currently employs more than 3 lakh people in India. He is Narayan Murthy, the co-founder of Infosys. He proved to the world that we do not only need resources to build something big, but what we need is complete surrender to one vision. Massive value creation and community service have been his guiding principles since day one. This taught me how we must never forget our core in search of more. Finally, he did not allow his humble background to stop him from dreaming big, and he put India on the global technology map. Truly, his impact on our nation is eternal, not only through the technological transformation, but for transferring the right mindset to young entrepreneurs of India.
Riddhi, I absolutely love the calmness. I wish I had 10% of it, because if I'm on this stage and I know that the trophy is just at touching distance from me, that would make me so nervous. And even if I try to act confident, I might give my emotions away. But just the fact that you're so centered.
Yes. Thank
But
you.
let's find out from the judges what they thought of your performance.
Well, I'll go on this one. You spoke about a man who I idolize. He put my city on the global map. And as a proud Bangalorean, what I say is Narayan Murthy is a true representation of India. His vision, his moderation in his lifestyle, and he's centered and grounded. And I think that makes an icon. So thank you so much for sharing his story with so much stillness one more time.
Fantastic. And what a way to kickstart this round two with somebody who's been such an inspiration, not just to the country, but to the entire world. And somebody who teaches you that the more you achieve, the more humble you become.
Yes.
Yeah. For somebody who embodies stillness, to talk about somebody who embodies simplicity was fitting.
Can I share something?
Yes.
Yes, so I also was on a flight and he was just sitting next to me. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, I was getting goosebumps and I really wanted to speak to him. But the minute he sat, he dozed off. I was like, I want to speak to him. But I just could not disturb him. But yes, he's very humble and I definitely look up to him a lot. Yes.
Those minutes were probably the only few minutes he slept that day. Which
Yes.
is why it was precious and he would be very happy that you didn't disturb him.
Yes.
But I'm sure you would get an opportunity in the future to chat
yes,
with him.
definitely.
Our next contestant in round two is Uday Iyer.
When asked, "What do you do for a living?" he humbly replied, "I sweep. I'm a sweeper." The chairman and the managing director of Bharat Vikas Group, which was established in the year 1997 as an 8-membered in-house housekeeping outfit for Telco, now called Tata Motors. Today, it employs more than 70,000 employees and provides mechanized housekeeping services to over 750 customers, including Rashtrapati Bhavan, the Supreme Court of India, and many industries and ministries, along with private customers such as Tata Motors, Accenture, Mahindra, Tirupati Devasthanam, Shirdi Sai Baba Mandir. The life story of Hanumant Rao Gaikwad has a special mention in the bestseller Connect the Dots, and also in the 10 standard textbooks by Maharashtra State Board. So, no work is small if your mentality is big enough. Thank you.
If there was a speech that could emulate a sucker punch, I think that was yours, judges.
I've not heard about this gentleman. I'm really going to Google and check about him. Very, very inspiring story with that.
Very inspiring. Bharat Vikas Group, Hanumant Rao Gaikwad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much,
very
Uday,
much.
for your performance.
Thank you.
Super Speakers Season 2's Round 2 has gotten very interesting with each performance, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we've got Sarthak Shankar Bhagat.
Thank you, Bhavna. In a world driven by valuations, always chase value. My dear friends, being an entrepreneur myself, the one company I admire the most is Zerodha, a company that went to $1 billion valuations in just 10 years with zero funding and zero marketing. India, with its current vibrant startup ecosystem, has created role models out of many new age entrepreneurs. Sadly, not many of them are creating value for today. In the quest for valuations, they're just burning investors' wealth. But Zerodha stands out as a company posting a profit upwards of 2,000 crores last year. Think of it. What will happen to all these other companies when the VCs run out of cash? Who will they seek for their next leg of expansion? People like you and me, retail investors. And Zerodha, with its strong foundation of 4 million investors, provides a true sense of Atmanirbharta, of confidence that instills New India. And to add more, the two-step UI that they have created has instilled a new sense of confidence into an impulsive spender and has converted them into a passionate investor behind India's future. And numbers aside, Zerodha truly is an amazing company that works towards the betterment of New India. And Zerodha exemplifies that if you have it in with you, evaluations are just a matter of numbers, but true value once created will only grow. Thank you very much.
I can see that there's a conversation in the panel wondering who should go, but who's going to take this one?
I'm going to take this one.
Okay.
It's a topic that I'm so passionate about, that businesses should focus on the fundamentals. So thank you for bringing that up. And thank you for bringing up Zerodha. It's a company I've seen right from its early stages. I have the pleasure to call Nikhil Kamath a friend. But what inspires me most about Zerodha is Nitin's vision. And he keeps it so simple. He says, as entrepreneurs, we don't set targets. We just focus on creating value for our customers. And his entire message is simple, that if you're an entrepreneur, freedom is something you need to value the most, and you don't give away freedom by selling away your equity. So it's a very important and a relevant message you've put out for entrepreneurs of today, because everybody is chasing valuations and raising funds, and there's Zerodha that stands out like a legend. So thank you so much for sharing that story.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see if your stocks have risen once they've started evaluating your performance.
Surely.
Good luck
Thank
to
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
It is time to welcome the joint highest scorer from the previous round, Arjumand Abdullah.
Think big, but start small, said this lady who quit her lucrative career at the age of 50 and decided to pursue what she loved. This beautiful lady is CEO Falguni Nair of Nykaa. Now, the two reasons that drove her to her decision was her love for makeup and the curiosity to explore the online platform. Today, I stand before you on the brink of that very same journey, keeping in mind my love for the stage and the urge to create an impact. For Falguni, it was never about the business or the money. It was about empowering women and making them feel confident to be able to deal with their personal and professional lives with equal panache. Today, I stand before you, confidently able to speak my truth and empowered enough to embark on a new journey. Nayaka in Sanskrit stands for actress of your own life. So what are we waiting for? Why can't we be the actresses of our own lives? And so, my journey starts today. What about yours? Thank you.
I can see that Pooja's already picked up the mic because she completely relates to the person that you spoke about, Falguni Nair, right? Take it away.
Yeah, I actually love Arjuman's energy so much because when she speaks, I listen. And that's what I love. And of course, she's taken a woman who all of us, I think, are inspired by. And what she's done is revolutionary. So
Absolutely,
thank you, Arjuman, for bringing her up. And I also want to mention that, you know what, for me, makeup is very close to my heart too, because I feel like the way we can build our confidence through that is also so important. So at every level, this was so beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Lovely. You were the joint highest scorer in the previous round. Let's see if you maintain your status quo this time around as well. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And our fifth contestant, who will be talking about my country, my pride, is Varun Raval.
Have you ever met a man who can make spreadsheets look sexy? Well, he was born in a small village in Tamil Nadu, and later on, through his sheer hard work, went on to study at the Princeton University and subsequently worked at Qualcomm in California. Meet Padma Shri awardee Sridhar Vembu, the founder and CEO of Zoho Corporation. He's primarily known for his simplicity and for being highly grounded, and quite literally, his office space is not a sprawling high-rise, but a modest, eco-friendly hut. His mission brings Silicon Valley to an Indian village. He built a company that has been profitable since day one and is known for its inclusive culture and policy to hire and train talent from underprivileged backgrounds. Well, a simple man with an unconventional mindset. Wembu established the Zoho Corporation from the ground up and refused every external funding attempt. His company now directly competes with Microsoft, Oracle, Salesforce, putting India on the world map of technology. After all, who said world-class products only come from the Silicon Valley? Thank you.
What a killer line to start with. A man that makes spreadsheets look sexy.
I was a little, apprehensive about using that word, but I thought might as well.
You've just given me the right line to go and use on my husband. Thank you on behalf of many wives and girlfriends out there.
Varun, one of the 2-3 entrepreneurs I look up to, the way I want to build Success Gyan is the way Sridhar Vembu's built Zoho. $1 billion revenue, bootstrapped, and the way he lives his life. As you said, he's adopted a couple of villages in Tamil Nadu and lives in a village, and the work still happens. There's one person I look up to. Thank you for sharing that story. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for that line. Good luck to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through in round 2 of Super Speaker Season 2. But before we move ahead to the other half, let's grill our judges a little bit more, okay? So this is called Who's Most Likely To. You've got placards or name cards right next to you. So you've been given placards/name cards, and they will feature all 3 of your names, yeah? I'm going to ask you who's most likely to, and then follow it up with something fun, maybe controversial. I might even spice it up and add a few of my own. And you'll have to give me your honest answer. If it's honest, then all 3 of you will have the same name. That's how I'll figure, yeah? All right, let's go. Who is most likely to binge watch a show overnight? Sureen, Pooja. 2 for Sureen, 1 for Pooja. Okay. Who is most likely to go without talking? All 3 of you say Sureen. Wow. Such restraint, Sureen. Definitely. So it is by omission that you've said Sureen.
If I am with Pooja, I can't stop talking. If I am with Suren, I can stay silent. So Suren is the one who makes you silent.
All right. Silence is golden. So, he probably understands that from time to time. Who is most likely to crack a joke in a serious situation? Oh, those, Rajiv just went up simultaneously with Sureen, and both of you said Rajiv. Oh, you've also said Rajiv. Clearly. Okay. Who is most likely to reach an hour early for dinner? This I'd really like to know. Who is that? Wow. It's like you guys are mirror images. You're even doing the action. Okay, so both Rajiv and Sureen say Rajiv, but Pooja says Sureen. Why don't you think it's Rajiv, Pooja?
It could be either.
It's certainly not you, is what you're saying.
It's certainly not me, so any of the 2 can take that one. Yeah.
But
Because
Rajiv,
I go for dinner more often with Sureen, so I know Sureen will be calling me and asking me, exactly where have you reached?
Can you send me your Google Maps location? Because I don't quite believe you. That's what my friend told me. But Rajiv, you would go an hour early for dinner.
I'm just a sucker for planning and maintaining time, so I'll kind of preempt traffic and end up an hour early, and I'll be happy sitting there waiting in my own silence. So I'll enjoy that.
Just when you and I thought we could be friends.
No, we still could. I can wait.
Sure. That is really sweet. Now there comes that punchline, that one-liner that Pooja was talking about. Well played. Well played. Who would most likely play pranks on the other? Okay, so Sureen thinks it could be him and Rajiv, but Rajiv is the common factor. Okay. And lastly, who is most likely to give the best advice in any situation? Pooja chooses herself. She's like, hello, I give the best advice. What are you talking about? And you say all 3 because you can't choose, Sureen. Okay, just let's do my twist and say who gives the worst advice of the 3 of you. Just put you on the spot.
None of us. Okay? Our workshop sales will reduce if we answer that question.
That's fair. That's fair. So, on a wonderful note, we will put an end to the who is most likely questioning and grilling of the panel of judges, because we've got 5 more contestants who are raring to come out and talk about their country and their pride, which is India. So ladies and gentlemen, let's move forward to our next contestant, Captain Ritukumar Singh.
How are you all feeling today? Wow. A simple gesture of asking someone how they are doing today can open the floodgates of so many emotions, right? With this feeling in our heart, a 21-year-old Karishma Mehta went to the iconic Marine Drive and started asking random strangers if they would like to talk with her. On that day, only one woman agreed. And after their conversation, this woman thanked this young 21-year-old and told her that it felt like that a lot of burden from her shoulders have moved off. From that day onwards, Karishma found her mission. And soon thereafter, she started Humans of Bombay, a page which today has millions of followers on Facebook and Instagram. This page not only documents stories, but it also collected crores of rupees via crowdfunding and has helped thousands of underprivileged people. A mission which started with an aim that you are not alone and that your story needs to be heard is something which is now showcasing unique and relatable stories of people from all walks of the life with one story at one time. Thank you.
Your story and her experience certainly made such a huge difference. Humans of Bombay is a page that I think a lot of us follow and so many of us can relate to. Your thoughts?
Ritu, you were fabulous. I mean, just the pauses, the way you spoke, how it came out. I was feeling so inspired. I was like, oh, wow, I need to know more about Karishma. I'm not having ever lived in Bombay, but clearly I'm missing something. So I'm definitely going to Google her thanks to you. And even your own personal performance, I could feel how connected you were to every word, and that really meant a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just in case you're wondering why their marks are not being revealed, we'd just like to jog your memory and let you know that round 2, our judges have chosen to stay silent. They feel that they need to reveal the top performers in this round a little bit later. Let's move on to our 7th contestant in this round 2. Please welcome Nitin Nair.
Everyone, let me tell you the real story behind the first moon landing. There was no great leap, no small step, etc. Neil Armstrong was tired after his journey. He stretched his arms, stepped down, looked at the Malayali who had opened up a tea stall and said, "Cheta, one tea." Dark humor, sarcasm, political commentary are a staple diet of people from my state, Kerala. We love it, we respect the people who practice it, and we show it everywhere we go. It was into this charged atmosphere that Nikhil Prasad decided to enter. Now, he skipped the top 3. No TV, no OTT, and no movies. He launched Karika in 2018 on YouTube. In 2019 came Tera Para, the web series that revolutionized the way Malayalis consumed content. I waited weeks to see a video on YouTube as if it was Chandrakanta and Doordarshan. That was the impact that Karika had on the Malayalam population. 100,000 subscribers in less than a year. More than 1 million in less than 2. Today, Karika is the voice of the Malayali with over 1.4 billion views on their Malayalam channel. That is the impact. And this is a journey which I highly resonate with because it's a journey I started with them because of my love for humor. And I'm going to continue with them because of my love for storytelling. Because end of the day, that's the impact that Karika has had on my life. End by saying, Adibole.
Love the Adipoli. Adipoli.
Nitin, welcome back. This was you coming back. So thank you so much for sharing such a powerful story. And I think the story that you shared and your personality resonate with each other so seamlessly. And that's why I said welcome back, because for me this was a big jump in how you did round 1 to how you've done round 2. Phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you, Raj.
Thank you. Now I see that smile that we all love very much.
Thank you.
Good luck. 7 down, 3 more to go. Next up in round 2, is Raman Singh.
Listening to stories of famous business tycoons dropping out of college to pursue their dreams. But little did I know that my friend from college would also end up doing the same. Chirag Pugalia, since his childhood, had a knack for solving problems. Overwhelmed by societal issues, he decided to take things in his own hands and rebel against the ways of the world. I remember this one instance from college when he referred to one of the street vendors near our college as a streetopreneur, which made me laugh at him. But it was his passion towards helping people which made him build a team of 20 passionate college kids who revolutionized the way street vendors operated around our college. To scale this business, he even quit college but soon ran out of funds. So he started doing media production gigs on the sides out of his passion for photography. But little did Chirag know that he was actually manifesting his dream career all along. What started as a side gig earlier is today a full-grown media company called Mutter with a network of over 1,000 creators spread across the country. So here's to the ones like Chirag who keep making strides to make the world a better place because one small change can make a huge difference. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. Thank you for welcoming me back, as always. Has Singh's performance been king size? Let's find out.
Very good. Very inspiring story. Chirag, I would love to get to know more about him.
Absolutely.
And it takes a lot of courage when starting to start something, what you said.
Absolutely.
Look at street vendors and figure out an opportunity for them and what he did. Very inspiring story. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. How old is he? He's same age, 24. And he's already started 3 ventures and running a media company at this age. Yes. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. This is what happens when you put some of the best thinkers, best speakers in the country on one platform, on one stage. The hunt for the best super speaker season 2 is ongoing, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 speakers who are waiting to take their center spot in round 2. So let me welcome the penultimate contestant for round 2, Pooja S.
Let me tell you a story of a startup created when the word startup wasn't even coined. 7 uneducated women from ordinary background started a business with just rupees 80 to meet their basic needs. Any women who had a little terrace could start working with them. And today, they have a workforce of 45,000 women with a turnover of 1,600 crores. We know them as Mahila Graha Udyog Lijjat Papad. And what inspires me about them is their people-centric business model. Lijjat is a cooperative movement, which means any woman working with Lijjat is not just their employee, but an owner of its small share. In the times where in India, women were not even given their due respect at home, Lijjat gave them that self-respect and equal share. To me, Lijjat is an epitome of grassroots entrepreneurship, turning their small idea into the big phenomena. And इस करम कुरम फिनोमेना को बनाने में कईयों ने लिटरली बहुत पापड़ बेले हैं.
Before we let you go, come join us on center stage. My husband's a big fan of that papad. He cannot have his food without it. So, case in point.
It's synonym to papads, right? Legit.
Pooja, that was simply amazing. I loved your calm, composure, the speed at which you spoke, just the way you delivered, the content, the whole storyline, and the whole completeness of the entire thing. It was just brilliant. You were amazing.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for sharing the story of Lijjat. I mean, like you said, they are the OGs of the startup ecosystem and they're a movement. I don't see them as a business, I see them as a movement. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pooja.
Thank you.
And Rajiv, you were talking about movement because there's some heavy movement happening backstage because here comes our last performer in round 2. Let's hear it for Ambili Menon.
It was 1974. In the slums of Mumbai, 16-year-old Kalpana was holding her sister in her arms. Her sister was sick. 2,000 rupees was what the family needed to save her sister's life, but they couldn't find the money. Kalpana's sister died in her arms. Now, she had a choice here. She could have easily played the victim. I mean, here's a woman who's born into a really poor family, has been ostracized all her life for being a Dalit, was married off at the age of 12 to a family that physically and verbally abused her. But no, today Kalpana Saroj is worth over 100 million. She runs not just one, but 6 successful businesses. She's the CEO of Kamani Tubes, a company that before her arrival was in the red, drowning in debt, a company whose workers had not been paid for over 3 years. Kalpana couldn't save her sister's life, but she saved those 3,000 workers. Kalpana Tai, they call her. Kalpana Didi. But that's not her only title. They also call her Padma Shri Kalpana Saroj. Thank you.
Anjali, some stories touch your soul and stay with you. I think Pooja should take this one.
That was beautifully done. Totally brought tears to my eyes. I mean, such a powerful story and delivered by you. Both the combinations were amazing. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for bringing me to tears.
Pooja, what about it, if I may ask, made you feel this way? Is there like a personal connect? Is there something that touched a chord?
I think for me, whenever I see a woman going through severe challenges, it just brings me back to where I started and now all the women that I'm helping. So I think that's what really, touches my heart, yeah.
But you should remember that behind these tears stand a conviction that has made a lot of women shed happy tears. So continue doing that.
Thank you for that, yes.
Rajiv, you wanted to say something.
I just want to thank you for highlighting such an important story. Today we hear stories which are marketed, not stories which actually have substance. So thank you for bringing out Kalpana Saroj's story on such a wonderful platform.
Thank you. Thank you, Anjali. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of round 2. Now, this is where it gets very interesting as we inch closer to finding out who the title winner of Super Speaker Season 2 is going to be. Now, this is the round that they will find out who the top 3 are going to be. The final round. It's going to be action-packed, full of suspense, and a whole lot entertaining. So one more time on this stage, let's welcome the Super 10 of the grand finale. Smiles, giggles, anticipation, nervousness. There's so many emotions, I can feel them hitting me from where you guys are standing. Honestly, I need to take some cover, guys. Come on. Wow. This is a moment that is certainly going to be decisive. This is a journey that you guys have taken for 10 months. And this is a point where there is going to be a huge step. 3 of you will get to go to the final round. And you will just have one step between you and that coveted trophy, the big prize. It is time to find out who those 3 are. Have you managed to impress our judges in round 1 and 2? Have you proven your capabilities to the best that you could? Have you been in the top 3? Judges.
It was a tough fight. It was really tough to find only 3 out of 10, I think. But we found the 3 now. We are ready.
You ready?
Yeah. We'll start with the ladies first. Pooja, can you get the first name?
Massive, massive congratulations to the energy bunny of ours on stage, Ambili Menon!
The first Super 10 contestant that makes her way to the final round, Ambili Menon. has not just stalked her way into the final round, she has literally bunny jumped her way into the final round. There is the X factor that all of you love and cherish. Now, one down, two more to go. Which of the two are going to make it to the final round?
I'm gonna do the honors for the second one. So big congratulations to the strong, stormy, and solid Arjumand Abdullah.
Arjumand Abdullah, our second Super 10 contestant that makes it to the final round. Ladies, you two were the joint top scorers in round 1. You kept your performance consistent in round 2, and you have been rewarded with your entry into the final round. We couldn't be more pleased. We're talking about the era that women are dominating and breaking that glass ceiling and proving to the world that we too are superhuman in our own way. And that is testament to the two of you standing on this stage. We've just got one more seat. We've got one more berth on that super fast train, guys. Just one spot available, and we've got 8 of you standing here. One heart, one soul is going to be so happy in just a few seconds.
First of all, guys, all of you are really, really good. So first acknowledge that. And Ambali, Arjuman, awesome, congratulations. And the last person, you can't ignore him. His phenomenal stage presence, his non-verbal communication, the one and only Uday Iyer.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Congratulations, all 3 of you. Congratulations. And the rest of 7, guys, you guys are awesome too.
Uday Iyer, today you go one step higher. Please join the ladies.
And
Take a step forward, and can we have the 3 of you in the center of the stage?
And they say Iyer on fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching would have definitely loved all their performances, but the judges, the panel of judges, truly believe that these 3 deserve to be in that final round. So guys, please put your hands together for our final 3 contestants. Thank you so much. I think you need a moment to breathe, because now you will be put to an ultimate challenge. What separates you is not just a few feet between you and the trophy, but one final round where you'll have to give it your all. Yeah, so we're going to have to take you guys backstage and allow you some time to think and strategize. Yes? Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Uday. And for the rest of you shining stars on stage today, this is a reality show, so we obviously have a few twists and turns. Come on, I know it, they know it, you know it too. So this is where we talk to you about the wild card round. Yes, you still have one opportunity, one last opportunity to get to that final round, to be that last, that 4th contestant who could make a huge difference. Sometimes, when you get past the wildcard round, nobody sees you, but you are that dark horse who could possibly pick up that trophy by the end of the evening, yes? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get straight ahead into the wildcard round. Guys, this is going to be fast. It's going to be furious. So you are going to bring your best game, yes? Yes. Can I hear a loud yes? Yes?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, let me give you the rules, yeah? Each participant will be given 80 seconds to convince the judges why they deserve to be in the top 4. But it's not just 80 seconds to do this whole thing. You will only be given the first 20 seconds to let the judges know why you deserve to be in the top 4. What happens to the rest of the 60 seconds you ask? The judges will fire questions at you. Now, you don't know what questions they're going to be, and you will be given 20 seconds to answer each question. Each of the judges will ask you one question individually. So add up those three, you get to 60 seconds. And the first question that you can start off answering is why you think you deserve to be in the final round, right? And this time, I'm not going to let the fate rest in your hands. I'm going to get a bowl and I'm going to pick the names of the contestants. You will just get mic'd up, step forward and do your bit. Are you all ready? Yes. Okay. Good luck to you all. This is your one last opportunity to shine. All the best.
Just for the 7 of you to know, we are wiping our mind clean. So what you did in round 1, what you did in round 2 doesn't matter. You need to bring your A game forward in this wild card and really give it your all to be that 4th contestant.
Thank you for sharing that, Rajiv. As he said, we have wiped it clean. We are ready. Give your best shot. All the very best wishes for you guys.
Thank you. All the best to you guys. While the contestants are getting ready for the ultimate challenge in the wild card round, it is time to turn to Suren and find out what the future holds for Success Gyan. What can we look forward to in 2023?
Thank you, Bhavna. This is a very special year for us. Lots of initiatives. Couple of things are that summits. We want to start our spiritual growth summit, wellness growth summit, fitness growth summit, digital growth summit. All these summits are starting, for which we are looking for trainers and coaches. And one of the initiatives which is very close to my heart, and Pooja, my close friend, is here, is we're starting a helpline. We're going to start a helpline only for women. It will be from 9:30 to 5:36. Any woman across the country can call for whatever they need. We have a coach who can actually talk to them. So I'm very, very looking forward. Thank you, Pooja, for the work you do and your team of coaches. That helpline is getting started this year. So that is one project I'm very excited about. And third, we are tying up with PVR with a couple of initiatives. It's almost there in the final round. One initiative is we want to make people see a movie as a learning experience. That is one initiative we're looking. So across the cities where we have customers, they'll get a free invite to a movie. This time when they watch a movie, it's not entertainment alone. You'll have an MC who'll pre-context how they have to watch the movie. In the interval break, we kind of tell what are the lessons we learned, and in the end, we tie it up. So from now on, when people see a movie, it's no more entertainment, it's going to be education. So that's something we're inculcating, and this is going to happen across the country. So these are some of the initiatives which are happening. And season 3, as you said, we're going to make it bigger and better. The difference for season 3 is top 100. The people who reach top 100. This time, everyone is going to get a 1 lakh scholarship.
Fantastic.
So till last round was only top 10. So this time we're going to make it top 100. Everyone gets a 1 lakh scholarship. Top 10 will get 2.5 lakh scholarship, 5 lakhs and 10 lakhs. All put together, 1.4 crores of cash prize and scholarships. So that is other initiative happening. So this year is going to be very big for us. And Rajiv, there's a lot of meetups happening with this community. So we have a lot of physical events coming up. Pooja already started with the meetups last year, this year. So a lot of physical events also coming up. So we are really, really looking forward for 2023.
Looks like you have a busier calendar than the Indian cricket team. And that's saying a lot.
Definitely. At least they have breaks. We don't have breaks at all.
And I'm sure people would like it that way because this is so beneficial. It's entertaining, inspiring, and informative, right? And I'm really personally looking forward to seeing what you do with respect to movies because there are so many films that we watch and sometimes you intend to go for a particular message but you come out sort of registering something else. So that could really be an eye-opener to a lot of the youth that are in dearth of such initiatives.
Exactly, Bhavna. You know how movies are in the country, right? And people glorify the hero. So we just want to shift the angle and say, look at a movie, because all of us love movies, but why don't you learn and start working on yourself? So we want to shift that, because one of the initiatives we have is 8 p.m. learning hour, which we started last year, where we want to change the behavior of people at 8 p.m. Normally in our country at 8 p.m., what do? They either see a news channel or a serial, and we know what happens there. Let's not even go there. So we said, can we shift the behavior? So we want to make 8 p.m. the learning hour. So we have a podcast on YouTube, but every Monday to Friday, 8 p.m., there's a brand new content which comes out. We want to change the behavior. Same thing, this year our initiative is change the behavior of people who go and watch a movie and make it a learning experience, just not entertainment. So really looking forward.
Really looking forward to all the initiatives that you're going to come up with, and I'm sure 2023 will be a very special year for the entire Success Gyan family. I wish you all the very best. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final challenge for the last 7 who are dying to be a part of that final round. 3 of them have already gotten in, so the 2 ladies and the gentlemen are relaxing and getting ready, prepping up for the final challenge. But this is the ultimate challenge because we are in the wild card round. Let me just once again remind you that each contestant only has 80 seconds. Questions will be fired at them at the pace that they will have to handle, and their answers need to be seamless. The first question has already been given to them, which is why they feel they need a place in the final round of Super Speaker Season 2. The first contestant who will be called upon to kick off the wildcard round is Pooja S. Pooja, your time starts now.
I should win, I think, because of the dedication and the work which has gone behind from the very first video. I've been there to give out that message, that mission that I live for which I'm been working for past 15 years. So that is the thing which can create an impact to the audience out there. Thank you.
Pooja, what according to you are the top 3 qualities a good speaker should have?
For me, the content that they give out should have impact, which should create the difference in the life of people. They should be authentic because that's what that can take them long way, and they should be able to connect with the people. Thank you.
Pooja, if you could select one person in the remaining 6 other than you to the final round, who would that be and why?
That would be Riddhi, because the work she does, I really resonate with her. She's a parenting coach and she's creating a difference in the life of children. So that's the work even I do, so I connect with the work she's doing. That's why. Thank you.
Pooja, the red pill gives you unlimited wisdom and the blue pill gives you unlimited money. Which one would you eat?
So I'm eating the red pill every single day because I believe in the red pill, but I also know that the blue pill is the best friend of the red pill and it follows. Thank you.
Our next wildcard contestant is Sarthak Shankar Bhagat. Sarthak, your time starts now.
Well, the reason that I believe I can be a finalist is number 1, that I'm an engineer and I've always performed best under pressure. And the second thing is that I believe if I make it to the final round, I will win. I will win because I have already looked into what are the things I missed out on the first 2 rounds. And I'm a quick learner. I can immediately make amends and provide you the best possible.
If you had a chance to replace one person in the top 3, who would it be and why?
Well, I saw the top 3 and all the 3 of them are amazing. But if there's one person I believe I can replace is Uday. It's only reason because I see more of a rock star in him than a speaker. And he can do a fantastic job on the stage, but onto a different profession. And not let us do something better, which is to stick to speaking and do a fantastic job like that.
Sarthak, what are the top 3 qualities according to you a good speaker should have?
Well, the first quality I believe is to connect with the audience, understand their vibe. The second quality, I believe, is to formulate an anecdote and make it into a relatable story that the audience connects with. And third is to have a good smile and have a great body language because they communicate much more than words could ever do. And these are my top 3 qualities that I've always thought of.
If you could travel back in time, what is that one thing that you will change and why?
Well, I could travel back to the day I started earning, because I will advise myself to start saving or investing from day one. That's one advice that I never got in my school or college, and sadly my parents didn't have that kind of money to start saving. But if I could go back, I would definitely save that 1 penny every month so that I could have been in a much comfortable position that I am here.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarthak.
Thank you.
That was your wildcard round. 2 down, 5 more to go. Our next wildcard contestant is Ritukumar Singh.
Well, I believe that I speak from my heart and experiences. And whenever you speak something from your heart, it reflects and makes an impact which is not erasable. And for the impact which I made and I can make in future, I deserve to be in the finale of Super Speaker Season 2.
What are the top 3 things that a good speaker should have according to you?
I believe that first is self-awareness, because if they have the self-awareness, they can reflect it through their words with passion. Second is authenticity. Unless you are that authentic, you cannot relate to the audience in front of you. And third, as per me, is the confidence with which you drive your content to the audience.
Another question is the title winner of Super Speaker. What is that one quality, according to you, that is required to be the title winner?
I believe that's self-awareness with authenticity. Conveying it in a manner wherein you self-reflect with things which you have felt in your life with authenticity.
If for one day you could live the life of anyone, who would that be and why?
I would love to live the life of my husband. Being in a body of a female, I do really want to feel how males do feel and what struggles they are going through in their life. So that would be my husband.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Ritu. Those were your 80 seconds. Good luck. This is truly testing their presence of mind, their articulation, and their process of thinking. Our next wildcard contestant is Varun Rawat. Varun, your time starts now.
Thank you. I believe I've been living a mission since a very young age. That mission is to be of service to people. Now, Success Gyan as a platform has given me that opportunity to reach out to a number of people, maximum people, and to deliver that message and to live it up.
What are the top 3 things that a good speaker should have according to you?
Empathy, that's the first thing and foremost for me. Vulnerability, because people relate to that. And a sense of being of service to people.
Is smart work better than hard work, according to you?
Let me answer it this way. I've got people in my office who work for 15 hours, and then there are people who work for 7 hours. Equal output. So I think a combination of two works really well. You have to work smart. You can't just work hard.
If you would change one thing about Indian education system, what would that be and why?
Well, I would like schools to teach financial literacy from a very young age, and also how to deal with people, because that's what I love to talk about. People know coding, people know website building, but they can't deal with people. So what's the point of these hard skills when you do not have a soft skill?
Thank you. Thank you, Varun.
Thank you.
Whew. I can see beads of perspiration starting to appear on my face. It's quite a grilling experience, I have to say, but our contestants are really powering through. Our next wild card contestant is Riddhi. Riddhi, your time starts now.
Yes, so I think Success Gyan's mission is to inspire India, and my mission is to inspire the mothers of India. And I've not just lived it, but I've felt this in every molecule of my being for the last 7 years. And for that reason, I think I totally deserve to be there on the final round.
Riddhi, what are the top 3 things that a good speaker should have according to you?
The speaker should be focused on the audience, like it's about them, not about us. So that's the first thing. Second, I think it's being authentic. It's not a performance. So be your real self. And third, I think simplicity and clarity of thought.
And what is the one must-have quality the title winner of Super Speaker should have, and why?
They should have a soul that wants to serve, because Success Gyan does everything in a very, from the soul. So basically, they should use their personality to serve the purpose of the soul.
Are desires a reason for suffering or a source of motivation?
Depends. If you have your desires with attachment, they'll make you suffer. But if you have desires with a sense of detachment, they'll actually motivate you to work hard. So it depends on the desire that you have.
Fabulous work. All the best to you. Okay, here are the last 2 wildcard contestants. And the penultimate contestant who will take the stage right now is Nitin Nair. Nitin, the time starts now.
Well, I deserve to be in the finals because it's not that first impression that really counts. It's about how you consistently deliver. And as a guy who's come out of a 7-year-long self-imposed exile where I completely cut myself out from the rest of the world, I think I deserve to be there to have my voice heard again, and the whole of India should know that I'm back.
Nitin, what are the top 3 things that a good speaker should have according to you?
Well, first thing, they should be able to connect with the audience. Second, the way they deliver their message should be one that resonates with the audience. And third is always, always, always the content and the purpose behind what you are doing as a speaker. You could have the weirdest purpose in the world, but as long as you are able to convey it properly to the audience, it works.
Nitin, if you had a chance to replace one person in the top 3, who would it be and why?
Well, I would say I would replace Ambali, because there's a load of energy on that stage, with Ambali, with Uday, and with Arjuman. So I think you need balance, both in terms of energy levels and in terms of gravity pull to the earth. So I think it would be a good balance for people to see that, hey, guys like me can make it as well.
What, according to you, is your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement, and I say that proudly, is that I've managed to instill gender equality in the mind of my 6-year-old son. Well, these black marks are me trying to teach him that even boys can wear nail polish, and there's nothing that girls can do that boys can't, and boys can do that girls can't. So at the age of 6, I've managed to put that in.
Whew, buddy, those were your 80 seconds.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And now for the final contestant who will take part in the Wildcard Challenge. Let's hear it for Raman Singh. Raman, ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. Super Speaker since the beginning has been about creating an impact. And I believe that I have that ability to create an impact, relate with the people, inspire them and motivate them. And most importantly, I always wanted a platform to drive a positive change in the society, and this is it. So yes, I deserve to do that.
What are the top 3 things that a good speaker should have, according to you?
Clarity, relatability, and authenticity. Clarity in the thoughts. Relatability with the audience problems, otherwise nobody's going to listen to you no matter how much you speak. And being authentic to yourself, being honest to yourself, because there are a lot of people who can speak, but there are some who speak their heart out.
Raman, if you could select one person in the remaining 6 other than yourself to go into the final list, who would that be and why?
I think that will be Captain Ritu Kumar Singh, because the kind of life journey that she has till now, it's very inspiring. I mean, serving the Indian Defense Forces, actually going through some traumatic experiences in life physically, and then emerging out as a victorious person, it's very inspiring, and I want to see that.
Raman, one worst situation in your life that turned out to be a blessing later.
When I quit my job in my startup because my self-respect was on the line, I didn't have an offer in hand. It was the most pressureful situation in my life. But what I learned from it was to take a stand for myself, even when life did not work the way I wanted it to. So that's what I learned from it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much, Raman. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who that 4th contestant is going to be. Who is going to join the top 3 in the last round of the Super Speaker Season 2 Grand Finale? In order for us to find out, it is time to welcome back on stage for the very last time this evening, the rest of the 7 contestants. So let's bring them back on stage. I just want to say that what you all went through, those 80 seconds, were extremely frightening to watch. I was standing a few feet away and they were just throwing questions at you. You didn't know what sort of question you'd be answering, but you did it with so much class, with so much passion. Guys, a big round of applause for yourselves, because I know that the people who are going to be watching this will certainly be inspired to take on their own individual journeys. And if you are watching this and you loved what each of them did, then please send them a round of applause, some hearts, some congratulatory messages, because you do know that every single person here is truly a winner, because you have done everything in your capability and your might. I know some of us are getting a little emotional. Yes, are we? Are we, Riddhi? Anything you want to tell us? It's such a huge achievement that every one of you is here today. The kind of hurdles that you have crossed and whatever you've witnessed, you have taken all of that in and turned it to your strength. What's on your mind right now?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's just happening.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
Honestly, I don't know what to say. Sorry about this. Just not expecting this.
Are these tears of anxiety, or are you feeling a certain emotion? Are you feeling grateful, happy, nervous? We'd like you to take a moment. In the meantime, if anybody else would like to share their thoughts and what they're experiencing on this stage right now, that would be great.
I would like to.
Yes, Captain.
Well, I think it's the bond which we have created as Superton what matters a lot. I cried backstage. Not because I want to be yes, of course, I want to be in the finale, but how Raman pitched for me more than him was something which made me really emotional. And I believe that it's the bond which we all 10 are going to carry through. And that's what it reflects. That's what we are here to, impact and influence each other. And I'm really grateful and blessed to be a part of this community.
I would like to say
Yes, Pooja.
something. So when I came here, I was super nervous, to be honest. But when I went through this journey, I'm really feeling amazing that, to getting a chance to connect to all these people who are watching us today. So I'm feeling truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for this opportunity.
What are the memories you're going to be leaving with? What are the moments that you will cherish for life? Anybody would like to say? Raman.
Yes. First of all, I'm really humbled by the entire experience. I remember walking in this room and feeling all jittery and nervous, and by this time, it's all gone. I just feel so grounded and humbled, which is weird, surprisingly calm. But I think the best memories and the experiences will be with these people, with Suren. I guess, yesterday when we were all sitting and having a chat for like over 2 to 3 hours, that's what actually brings out the essence of these competitions. And of course, like I've told before, it's not just about this one day, it was about the last 10 months, what I went through it. So that's what I'll take away from it. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I've always been guilty of listening to good advice really late. So whenever Suren used to say, just have fun, I really didn't, implement that, because in my mind, it was all about the previous few days whenever I've been traveling, I'm not feeling well, etc. But then after that first round, when I realized, and the words that Rajiv and Suren said were same, it didn't land, which meant that, yes, there's a lot of work to be done. And then at that moment, when I saw my score up and I said, okay, Suren said, have fun. Let me see if I can have fun. And then I just went back to my normal self. And seriously, from that moment on till now, I've just been enjoying every second that I'm holding a mic and standing on stage and looking into a camera. It's been pure bliss for the past, I don't know how long we've been doing it, but pure bliss.
Beautiful.
For me, even it's been a mixed emotion, actually. There's so many things that I feel right now. But one particular feeling is that I feel motivated. I believe if it ends here, I'm not going back as a loser. I'm going back as someone who can really take these learnings forward and implement in my life. And maybe if there's Super Speaker Season 3 or 30, I'm coming back till the time I win it.
That's the spirit. And we're sure you don't have to come back those many seasons. Even this season could be it for you. Yeah?
Inshallah.
Yes?
So I have one word. I'm just very, very grateful. I've evolved as a person in the last 10 months. I'll give you one very small example. I have the courage to wear a half-sleeve T-shirt on a live show. I hid this tattoo from my father for 4 years. And I was just not able to embrace my true self. And something happened during this journey of 10 months in Success Gyan that I just just let it all go. I am starting to embrace my true self. And this is me. This is me, a casual person with a full sleeve tattoo, standing right in front of you and talking freely. So thank you so much for this. Thank you.
My mother-in-law would be really upset because she pointed at your picture and said, look at this fellow. He's the perfect son and son-in-law.
Guys, I have to tell you this. More than you, seeing you guys evolve over the last 10 months is inspiring for us. And for me, when I get messages from Super 1000, Super 250, by doing this, my life has changed. What you guys are doing right now is inspiring us and every single person out there who's watching this. For most people out there, this is a dream. So no matter who goes to the final round, you guys are all winners. Please take that and go back.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you guys were fabulous, Rajiv.
I genuinely believe that as humans, we don't know how to cherish what we've accomplished, and we are always looking at what more is there. But if you take this moment to just soak it in that you're 10 out of a population of 1.4 billion plus, what is it? What does that mean to be 10 out of a population of 1.4 billion plus? That one accomplishment is so special, something that your generations could address you as and talk about you when they are talking about you to their next generation. That's what it is.
I think the only thing I want to say is I'm just glad I'm on this side right now. Honestly, I mean, the courage, the clarity, the answers right now are mind-blowing. I'm just blown away by the level of caliber that you all are in this room right now. And it was just fabulous to watch the spontaneity come through. So that was really nice.
I don't know if you planned it this way, Suren, but 10 months is so significant. It's surreal, in fact, because 10 months is how long a mother nurtures a womb that she births as a child. And in these 10 months, you enter this world as brand new individuals, as children of the world, ready to face any and all challenges, ready to present your best versions to the world. So congratulations to each and every one of you. But now, since the show must go on, we'll have to move to semantics, and there can be only one contestant that can join the final three that have already progressed to the last round.
Are you guys ready? As we've been telling, all of you are winners, right? But only one can go through. And Rajiv, will you do the honors?
So I have happy news. Are you ready? Okay. For one, I have happy news for one. I think this stage is about bringing your true self out, and I'm glad the person we've picked to go into the top 4 has experienced that over the last 10 months. Welcome on board, Rahul Saab. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Varun Rahul.
Congratulations, Varun. Varun, you must talk to us because right at the top you said you were hoping that your father will watch you and be proud of you. And then you said, I'd never show him this tattoo, but today I stand my true self. What does it mean to go to that final step in this grand finale?
Well, I'm just letting it sink in right now. But thank you so much. It really means a lot. Within this show, round 1 and round 2, round 1, I was not really impressed with myself. And round 2, someone said backstage that, how you revived yourself in round 2 was something which is a big win. Honestly, I was just taking that back home. And I was thinking that this is the big win for me. After fumbling in first round, in the second round, I have made it back. I'm very happy. But to answer your question, my parents will be very proud. No matter what happens, they're already proud. Well, they do not speak English, so it'll be very hard for them to comprehend everything, but I'm going to go there and translate everything for them. But all I feel is a lot of gratitude right now, so thank you so much.
Congratulations, and you will join the top 3, and we will be ready for that final round, which will come your way in just a few minutes from now. But I just want to say congratulations to the rest of you. I meant every single word that we all said out here. We couldn't be more proud of your journey and the individuals that you have become through this entire process. Congratulations, and I'm sure I'll see all you rising stars become superstars in the future, and we can't wait.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Bhavna, I think, can you hold everybody back on stage, please? Can you come back?
Okay.
Okay. We spoke in the break while we're judging for the fourth person. We said one more person has done extremely well.
What?
And should be in the final round.
This is a twist even for the host.
Yeah, that's how you work. What you thought? We are also real in reality
See,
shows.
some reality show twist has to come na, Baba. This is the moment engagement has to go up.
God. So are you saying that there's going to be a fifth and final contestant to enter the last round
Yes.
of Super Speaker Season 2?
So there's one
Type
more.
in the chat box. Which one do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, why don't you guys put the name in the chat box?
Wait,
Go on.
we'll just let Varun go and
Yeah.
join the fellow contestants, yeah? Yeah, join his fellow contestants. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Varun. Okay. This we did not expect. Nice googly they've thrown your way.
Dusra.
Yes, this one.
And to do the honors this time, I'm going to let Pooja do it.
Captain Ritu!
Congratulations, Captain Ritu Kumar Singh. You can tell that everybody is so proud of you, and from your emotions, we can infer how big this moment is for you. Take a moment, but we'd love to hear from you.
Whenever I used to watch these reality shows on TV, and I used to see people crying, I used to think that maybe they're faking it. It's all scripted.
Karma comes back.
But in this moment, I can feel it. I don't know why I'm crying. I really don't know. It's like a rush of emotions coming out, but I'm still grateful of this platform. Last year has been a really tough on me emotionally because I had a memory loss. And holding myself well, I would say Super Speaker is something which gave me my purpose, which I forgot while growing up. So it's the dream of that little girl inside me, which is, I think, speaking it loud on this stage. And I want to thank each one of them for cheering for me and for being my biggest motivators. I'm going to cherish this bond for life. You guys are going to be my best friends forever. Thank you.
That's beautiful. And I could tell that all of you were genuinely happy for her. And that is a mark of one happy family. Stay this way. I'm sure you'll stay connected, and wishing you all the very best in life. Thank you. Captain, you will join the other 4 contestants and await the final round. Thank you, guys. Drama, drama, drama. With loads of twists and turns, we are in the final stage of Super Speaker Season 2. What started as a very simple journey with over 2 lakh applicants has transformed into a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for not 1, but 5. Or should I say, fantastic 5 contestants who are the last 5 remaining, and in just 1 round, one of them will be crowned the title winner of Super Speaker Season 2. This is India's first ever reality show in search of the best speaker across the country. There have been so many people who have been fighting for this opportunity to get on this very stage. Tonight, we witnessed 10 wonderful contestants who really fought tooth and nail, but we are down to the last 5. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time this evening, let me welcome back on stage our fantastic 5 contestants. Ambali Menon, Uday Iyer, Arjmand Abdullah, Varun Raval, and Captain Ritu Kumar Singh. What a journey it has been. I'm sure you cannot express your emotions in words, but since that's what the contest is all about, we'd like you to tell us how you're feeling at this very moment. We'll start with you, Captain, because you were the last person to squeeze right in.
Well, I'm feeling very grateful and blessed right now to be on this stage. And the fact that I feel grateful is also because I'm on this stage and I can reflect whatever is inside me and pass a message to the world. At the same time, I'm truly grateful of meeting these super people with whom I'm going to cherish and share a bond for life. And also, because of the platform of Success Gyan, I have actually become a better person from what I was yesterday. So it's a win-win for me.
Well, very overwhelmed. You know, I was just thinking about it. There have been so many messages I feel that are coming in from the Almighty or universe. Right from the first round, that was the first ever video I created. In like 5 attempts, I told my fiancée, I cannot do this. Let me not do this. Then something happened, I did it. And it happened repeatedly where I was just very nervous to go in front of the camera and record myself. And when I used to hear those videos and watch those videos, it was just very cringy feeling. But I got over it. And today, something like this again happened. So I don't know what is the message where it's just pulling me into living what I'm supposed to live like, which is really to be out there and help people and talk about what I like to talk about is to how to efficiently deal with human beings. Thank you.
Arjuman? So my experience so far has been surreal, but I'm glad I'm here. I'm able to share my experiences, share my story with all of you, and I hope that I can inspire at least one person to be standing where I am today.
Uday?
There's the right time and place for everything in life. That's what my old man taught me. And age is just a number. The kind of energy which the world expects from an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old, I think I can generate that energy even when I'm 80 years old. And thank you, Dad. I love you, and thank you, Success Gyan. It's been an immense journey, and for once, I am truly speechless.
Billy.
You know how you feel like everything has led to this particular point. I don't know if everyone else feels that on stage, but for me, I feel like that is, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional, but it just feels like that, like everything has led to this. Like I've been on stages all my life, and I've sung and I've entertained people, and I love that. I'm very, very grateful I get to do that, but there is something about being vulnerable and being, I don't know, sharing a message with the world that, you know, and like Arjuman said, you hope that it impacts, even if it just impacts one person, you feel like you've made a difference. And so as an entertainer, I do that for 2 hours. They have a great time and they go back home. But I've always felt that there's more to me than that. And, you know, just the fact that I get to use my voice not just to sing and to entertain, but also be an instrument of change and hopefully inspiration. I mean, this platform has given me the courage to go after that. And I've said this to Suren before. Thank you for all that you do. Because I know how much it's impacted my life. Like, I know. I don't think words would do that justice. Every single thing that they're talking about, all of the resistances, because I have this different identity, this different image, but, you know, sort of culling that resistance down, talking to my inner voice and just say that, I mean, all that is good, but inside of you lives this power. I think it's come with every challenge. I felt that grow, and truly, truly, truly transformational. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Just listening to each one of your perspectives has just been wonderful. It's from the heart and so honest. Just take a look at your right. That is the trophy that's waiting for an owner to pick it up and celebrate. And you can do that in just some time from now. So very quickly, let me just tell you what your last
Bhavna,
and final...
before you start the round,
Okay.
we have two rock stars on stage, right? We have Ambali, who's a performer, Uday, who's a performer. Can we just make them do a 30 second?
Of course.
See, this is called misusing power. Chalo, nacho.
Who goes first?
Who
Uday?
goes?
Please.
Ambali first.
30
seconds.
Should I do it on the same mic?
Yeah, please
Yeah.
go ahead. 30 seconds. Your favorite song, whichever you like.
Oh, lal meri, oh, lal meri, lal meri, lal meri, lal meri, lal meri, lal meri pat. Oh, lal meri pat, rakhiyo bala jhule lalan. Oh, lal meri pat, rakhiyo bala jhule lalan. Sindadi da, sevan da, sindadi da, sevan da, sakhi shahbaz kalandar, damadam mast kalandar, Ali da pehla number, damadam mast kalandar. Ali dum dum de andar, oh lal meri, oh lal meri.
Wow.
Oh, brilliant.
Full marks from the Sindhi judge. Like you sang the song of my roots.
My turn. I'm not good at my phase in life of singing covers and music of others got over 10 years ago. Now I sing only my music. The song which put me on the charts of Indian rock and roll in the Vedic rock section was a song called Tandav when I released it with Agni, when we released the album Mrityunjaya. This is how the song goes. Rudra Rupa Mahadeva Jatadhari Shankara. Rudra Rupa Mahadeva Jatadhari Shankara. Satya Rachita Neelakantha Pralaya Data Ishvara. Lay se tere jag hai ye jaga. भय में तेरे असुर मन काप Lord Destroyer, I am on fire. Help me, O Maheshwara. Raise the fort and set the trident. Talk to me, my Shankara. Chanting your name, moksha I can find. Slays all evil, gaze of your third eye. Om Namah Shivaya. Amazing.
Wow.
Thank you.
Bhavna, you can say welcome to Super Singer.
Yeah, now I can, right?
You are in Super Singer now.
Now I am. I just want to say that if ever and whenever you start sessions and you start your own module, I think you should only open like this.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't even consider any other way of opening
Absolutely.
your day. All right. It's been fun and games for a little while now, but back to business, back to the nature of the beast that you guys will be all set to tame because you need to do this. This is the final round. The final countdown begins, ladies and gentlemen. These five have the capability to take it one step further, and only one of them will be the title winner of Super Speaker Season 2. This is the final topic that we're going to give to you. This is round 4, which is My Life, My Message, a eulogy. If someone writes about you and your life after you've moved on / passed away, what would they write or speak about you? How will you be remembered? Something to ponder about, isn't it? Very interesting. And you will be given 75 seconds to describe your thoughts on this topic. Yes? And this time I've decided to let you again pick your own fate. Yeah? So can we have the bowl, please, for one final time on this stage? got number 1? Dun, 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 dun.
Guys, show all your numbers. Let me see who's got okay, 2,
So that's
3, 4, 5.
Varun, Ambili, Uday, Captain, and Anshuman. Thank you. For his final performance on this stage this evening, let's welcome back on stage Varun Raval.
In his high school, there was a superlative awards ceremony. Each of them got a most likely to award. What did I get? What did Varun get? He got an award of most likely to be a model. He was disappointed. Why? He thought, this is what my colleagues and my friends have known me for, just a pretty face. He didn't want to be known like that. What did he do? Did he get an answer? Well, he got an answer many years later. One day at his office, a 21-year-old female colleague reached out to him and said, Varun, I really want to open up to you about something. There's a problem. There's a boy that has been harassing me, and I do not feel comfortable talking about this to my parents. Varun immediately called up the company lawyers and went out of his way to help her. She said there hasn't been anyone who has been so helpful before in her entire life. That's when he knew what he wanted to be known for. He wanted to be known for as someone who is of service to people. If Varun was here today, this is what he would have said. I have subconsciously always looked for opportunities to help people. But today, I commit to myself that I want to make it into a mission and I want to make it more intentional. And who knows, in 10 years from today, at my high school reunion, my superlative will be a little different. Thank you.
Thank you, Varun. How would our next contestant want to be remembered as? Here comes Ambili Maynard.
I met Ambili on stage for the first time. She was singing, she was dancing. There were thousands of people screaming. The energy was through the roof. 10 years later, I saw her on another stage. This time, she was sharing her story. She was speaking her truth. This time, not a single soul moved. But I could feel it, the emotions. The tears were running, the hearts were thumping. Ambili owned that room. She went on to do incredible things. She's transformed the lives of millions of people. She would tell them, you are born for greatness. And there was something about her that made people believe, that made them want to become this human, this person with limitless potential. She knew how to draw that out of them because she always saw the best in people. And that is why she and her legacy will live on. Ambili, whose name means the moon. And yes, she was the brightest star around. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambili. Next up, our third contestant for the final round in Super Speakers Season 2. Let's hear it for Uday Iyer.
Motorcycles and knowledge should never be parked, quotes the prolific Uday. He was born on the 27th of March 1973 in remote Tamil Nadu and was raised in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. His childhood was nurtured with the delicious flavors of Carnatic and rock music. He was taught to respect elders, women, children, and every living thing on this planet, which translated into a chivalrous man known to mankind. Uday will be remembered for his voice, for his songs, for his teachings and learnings, his eternal love for animals, wildlife, and Mother Nature. Lovingly called UD Sir by his students, friends, and fans alike, Uday Sethuraman Iyer was, is, and will be a personality to reckon with. Long live rock and roll. Thank you.
Will her life, her story be inspirational, Please welcome Captain Ritukumar Singh.
She was an energy floating in the universe, a celestial body who was sent on planet Earth to experience all positive emotions and all possible emotions a human can experience in this lifetime. Her name was Ritu. Ritu means seasons, and as seasons changed, so did her emotions. While growing up as a small child, she felt joy and euphoria. But as she grew up, she started feeling the feelings of sadness, anxiety, depression, failures, and so many struggles. But she handled herself again and made sure and made her remind that this is not just an experience which is negative, but an experience required to grow as a human. She made sure from that day onwards that every mess she will go into, she will make it a message for the world. Ritu Kumar Singh was a courageous woman, but at the same time, kind and compassionate. A well-known name in the field of health and fitness who brought revolution by making women aware about their true potential and how they look at their own bodies. Ritu Kumar Singh was a person who lived her life with purpose and left after her going a remarkable legacy.
Thank you, Ritu. Thank you very much. And last but certainly not the least, please welcome Arjuman Abdullah.
Arjumand, synonymous with her identity, your sister in Islam. She dedicated most of her life to the study and teaching of the Quran, and she leaves behind a legacy which continues to lead people to the Creator even after she is no more. She took her dream and helped millions of women achieve their dreams by empowering them to lead their lives according to the principles of the Quran and Sunnah. Dedicated, enterprising, charming were some of the words used to describe her. But she was more than that. She was a true leader who was not afraid to make a path of her own, if need be, so that people could walk with her. She left behind a legacy. She leaves behind her name. Whatever role, she excelled in whatever role she played, be it mother, daughter, sister, wife. She gave it her 100%. She did whatever it took to make things work. She walked a path unknown. And today, she stands remembered and committed to 100% effort. Thank you.
What an absolutely spectacular day we've all just witnessed. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been such a beautiful journey that we have seen right before our very eyes, and this is the culmination of it all. In just a few minutes, you will get to know who wins the title of the Super Speaker in our Season 2. On behalf of the Success Gyan family, I'd like to say thank you to every single individual that's probably at the edge of their seat waiting to find out the answer to that question. And kudos to our esteemed jury who have been here, who have done the hard task, who've done all the calculations and are inches away from announcing the winner. So can we have all three of you on stage, please? Rajiv, Pooja, Suren, it has been an absolute pleasure just hearing you speak and also just sort of getting into your minds to understand how you evaluate and how you just put things together so beautifully. But how has this journey of Super Speaker Season 2 been for you all? We'll start with the smiling assassin.
I'd say intense. It's been quite a roller coaster right from round one till the wild card round and now the finale. It has been absolutely intense, and that's what makes this so special.
Absolutely. I'm with you. Pooja, or the goddess, talk to us
Yeah.
about what sort of emotions are you experiencing now?
I think cleaning the slate every time was very interesting to do. I enjoyed that portion that, okay, now we're done with this and now we're moving with a fresh mind to see them. So that was, I think, very nice because that kind of helped us also see their growth while it was happening on stage through the day, through the evening.
Yeah. And finally, the mastermind, aka gentle giant, aka Suren.
For me, I think it's a 10-man journey of season 2. One thing which resonates to me is the talent we have in this country. It is absolutely amazing. That's why one of the missions of Success Gyan, along with us, to make India the training capital of the world. I truly believe that trainers and coaches in India are the best of the best, and that is showcased through Super Speaker. And the final one was very tough. I think the wild card also was tough, but this was really, really tough because we had 3 different names, and we said we have to convince each other to find that name, and all 3 should say that is the right person. So that was a little tough. So I think more than them, we were in a pressure cooker situation.
Okay, without giving anything away.
I think the final round was a round between the 3 of us.
Who won that round without giving anything away?
I think all of us won.
Yeah,
Finally, what we decided.
I think the
is
way we
right
came
person.
up to the consensus was pretty good, but our first options and then the rationale from the other 2, and like Pooja said, we kept a clean slate and said we are open to listening what we didn't observe. So that worked well, and eventually we found the best.
I know that it was a tough process for you all, but just imagine the 5 of them who are waiting backstage to listen to what you have decided and will announce right here on this stage. Let's welcome back on stage the top 5, the final 5, the fabulous 5, the fantastic 5 of Super Speaker Season 2. Let's hear it for Varun Raval, Ambili Menon, Uday Iyer, Captain Ritu Kumar Singh, and Arjumand Abdullah. Suren, I'm going to let you take over the proceedings from here. Should we get to ask them? Do we get to ask them how they're feeling right now?
I think we should, like before the final reveal. Guys, quick, 10 seconds, how you guys are feeling. We'll start from Ambali, that side.
I'm okay. I'm just nervous energy. This is not that energy ball. This is more like, okay, can we just get to the end of it and figure out? But yeah, I'm excited to know.
Uday?
Pretty calm, trying to find my balance. And I always desire to be well balanced, so I'm just keeping my yin-yang happening. It's neither my yin is too high, neither my yang is too high. Both of them are like, all right.
Captain Ritu?
Well, I'm feeling happy and contented for the fact that I reached till here and I was able to create that impact which I always wanted to do.
So sweet. Varun?
Same, I'm feeling very happy and content that I reached until here. Just one public announcement. In case you guys are ever banking on number 1 in a lucky draw, please call me.
We've deciphered that pattern already. We figured it out.
Arjuman?
I'm a nervous wreck right now, trying to portray calm and praying.
One thing I have to tell you guys, this has been a tough round for us more than you guys. It was really tough. What do you say, Rajiv? Pooja?
Yeah, I genuinely second what Suren said, that till the wild card round, we had parameters and we were able to see what's working, what's not working. And in this round, we said we are wiping the slate. See, I'm no longer a speaker. I'm not eligible to judge this. Okay, so yeah, we had to wipe our slate clean, and this round was like an all or nothing, and that's what made it so much more difficult for us to set aside every memory that you've created for us right from round 1, and to be able to evaluate it was not easy. We had to fight amongst the 3 of us, which was a good thing.
I went in for the battle. I was like, no, convince me or get convinced, but let's discuss. So that was very interesting. It's always fun when, everyone has a point of view, and then you reach a consensus which feels right to your heart. So.
Yeah.
Okay, no more beating around the bush. It is time to announce the decision that these three judges have made. Let's just keep you informed yet again and remind you that 3 of the 5 here will receive a scholarship worth rupees 3.5 lakhs. However, 2 of them will receive cash prizes. The first runner-up will receive a cash prize of 5 lakh rupees, yeah, and the title winner will receive a cash prize of 10 lakh rupees. So, Suren, would you announce the 3 second runners-up first?
Yeah, we'll start with the 3. I want to give all 3 of them the second runners-up, and Pooja will do the honors.
All right, so today we have our 3 second runners-up as Arjuman, congratulations. Varun, congratulations. Captain Ritu, congratulations.
So Bhavna, now we know one of them is going to be the winner and the runners-up, right?
Woo.
So can we have Uday and Ambali to come here?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we do that, can we call the other people also?
Yes, absolutely.
Miss India and Miss Universe contestants too. They just hold hands like this.
No, but we'll come to you. We'll come to you. But before that, we'd like the rest of the Super 10 contestants to please join us on stage because they truly deserve to be here for this moment, a moment that they've all together worked very hard for. And I'm sure both Uday and Ambali would like to have their friends with them when this announcement is being made.
So before we announce the winner of season 2, here's what I'd like for the both of you to do. Tell us one reason why the other person deserves to win. What's special about them? Because you've seen each other through this journey. We already know what kind of bond all the 10 of you've built with each other.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've learned something as an essence from each other. So what is that one thing as an essence that you've taken from the other person which you find as a special trait and why they deserve to win? So Ambali, we'll go with you first. Something about Uday.
So we call him UD, and I think there is something about his demeanor that really, like, you know, the word to describe it is aura. There's something just, we gravitate towards him. So he has this wise old, I mean, he was just describing it, I'm often mistaken for Sadhguru. but behind the scenes, he's this quirky mad hatter. And we shared a meal yesterday. Like literally, I was typing on the group, breaking bread, because I think that thing is really special, break bread with a friend. And we ordered a South Indian thali, and there was a banana leaf, and we shared a meal, and that was really, really special.
That was sambar rasam was beautiful.
Yeah.
Away from home.
Okay, each other, not the food.
I don't know him for too long, but I know that in him I have a brother.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Ambali. Ambali Menon, Ambi, that's how I started calling her. Ambi, though I have seen definitely 15 to maybe 15 monsoons more than she has, both of us are performers. Yes, I have been with the old era. She's with the new era of music, and she's a new mom. So if she wins, it would just help her become such a powerful force, whatever she's believed so far, that whatever she is, I think if she wins, she is going to grow tenfold as a personality herself, and she is going to be a fabulous mother, much better mother than she ever dreamt of. God bless you, child. God bless you, Korinder. God bless you, Korinder.
Before we do the final countdown and we're going to tell who the winner is, I want to tell you guys, each one of you in this stage is a winner. Just to rephrase it, from 2,11,520 people, you guys are the top 10 in the country. So you guys are winner no matter who takes the trophy here. And we are honored to be as judges in this room. Just to witness what has happened in the last few years. It's such an amazing, amazing journey. So big thank you to each one of you for doing what you guys did. Bhavna, shall we do it?
Yes, guys, you'll all have to join us in the countdown.
Yeah,
okay?
so we're going to do a countdown.
Yes.
Okay, and this is what I'm going to do. We're going to do a countdown, and I'm going to hold these hands, and one hand is going to go up.
And while it goes up, you will make the announcement.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, Rajiv.
Are you guys ready with the countdown? Yes.
Shall we start, guys?
Yeah.
Let's go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Super Speaker Season 2 is Uday Iyer. That's
Bhavna, what we're going to do is first we're going to honor the runners-up with the 5 lakh check.
Yes.
Okay. Team, can you get the cash prize check, please, on stage?
First of all, congratulations, Beauty, but we're going to come to you in just a bit. Can we have a big cheer for Ambali Menon, please? Yes! Unbelievable! You fought tooth and nail till the very end, and you go out from here as a proud mama, as a completely phenomenal human being. Ambali, this is just the beginning to all the great things that you're going to achieve in life. The first runner-up of Super Speakers Season 2, ladies and gentlemen, Ambali Menon.
We can't let you go without you speaking. Ambali, how are you feeling?
I was very overwhelmed and emotional even earlier, so words are going to fall short. I think, like I said, earlier, you feel like everything has led to a particular moment, and it was, all of what I went through was preparation for me. Even this moment right here is preparing me for something bigger, for something better, and for something where I'm really hoping to just help people, use my voice to just change people's lives and to make them really own all of their greatness, because that's what God sent us here for. That's for us to find our purpose and for us to live it. And if I can be a small vessel to make that change happen and to help people own all of their divinity, then I will truly leave this world a happy human.
Congratulations, Ambali, and I'm sure your entire family is waiting to celebrate with you, your little son included. You walk out from here a happy, proud mama. Never ever forget that.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now,
For the man who really mesmerized us for the last few hours. It's been pure magic watching you do what you do.
Thank you.
It has been a honor for all three of us to see what you did today. So, can you please get the cash prize of 10 lakhs for Uday Iyer?
ladies and gentlemen, the title winner of Super Speaker Season 2, the one and only Uday Iyer. Receive a cash prize of 10 lakh rupees. And of course, that coveted trophy, that all-important trophy, is something that is going to come your way. The trophy.
Yeah. LLL.
There you go. The trophy that will mean everything to each and every person standing here. No guts, no glory. Today, he has shown it all. Guts, glory, ambition, passion, determination, and drive. He stands tall and proud as the title winner of Super Speaker Season 2. Mr. Uday Iyer. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
I'll let you go with the telling. How does it feel?
Thank you. Upon my father was here, he would be so proud. When I was younger, there were so many things I always wanted to do for my dad. Today, when I'm capable of doing anything and everything for my father, he's not there. It's been 22 years. And the entire world, everybody, my relatives, everybody, has always considered me a good-for-nothing, a failure all my life, because I never followed the conventional path of academics or success in my life. I just believed in doing what I am good at. And this proves that you must do what you are good at. And I feel so proud of myself that my belief is coming true. Even if at the age of 50, I don't give a rat's bottom. It's immense. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, universe. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Success Gyan. It's Success Gyan, not success. Thank you so much. No, still I won't have a drink. Still I won't drink.
It's just been an incredible journey just in the last few hours, whatever we've witnessed. And at this point in time, we'd like to remind you once again, if you want to be a part of Super Speaker Season 3, just click on the link below if you want your life's journey completely changed. You want to emerge a beautiful butterfly from the caterpillar that you truly are. If you want to be a family, please do join us and register right now. So now, a big thank you to our esteemed jury. Thank you so much for being here, for being through the entire process, the rigorous process, and the time, the hours that you have put into this beautiful brand that you have built. A special round of applause for Mr. Suren, whose vision, whose passion has made today and Super Speaker what it is. So thank you, each and every one of you, for being here, for participating, and for the big smiles that you have on your face today. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will come back with yet another season. Super Speaker Season 3 awaits you.
Huge round of applause for all my mates here. A huge round of applause for Success Gyan. A huge round of applause for everybody!